be perfect. But hi, everyone. Mhm. Hi, everybody. So we're about to start in one more minute. So we're about to start, but we're about to start this right here. So we're going to do this one right here. Let me flip my thing. Okay, perfect. So we're going to do this one here, which is basically the strongest 75. So we are on day 13, as you guys can see right here. We are on day 13 right now. And yeah, we just want to go over what documents you all are going to need. I actually have everything already on my screen, so I'm going to have to flip the camera around so you all can be able to see. But come in, you all. I'm so sorry. I'm like a few minutes late for you all. Let me see, give you all the link. So today, what we're talking about is when you all send in your disputes, you need to send some type of verification. So today, you need to figure out what type of identification you need to send. So in the book, I talk about you can use your utility bill, your bank statements, and always make sure you include some type of government issued ID. And then also you can use like the utility bill, your bank statement, you can include your credit report and like circle your errors and stuff like that. Again, we talked about that for the people that really want to like just get stuff deleted. You don't care so much about being able to sue. You won't go the extra mile to hope that that stuff gonna be deleted soon. And then, yeah, just make sure you organize everything clearly, basically. Thank you so much, Julia. So let me show you the documents. I have a full list of documents. Let me make sure I share it here. You know how that is. Let me share it here so that they can see it, and then I'll do it so that you all can see it. So today, you all we talking about is the documents we already need. If you have not sent out your disputes, please send out your disputes. We already did our disputes. And then make sure y'all keep in mind of these documents, and y'all make sure y'all send them out. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. And then we're going to start doing this one on Saturday. So this is the one that's going to start on Saturday. We're on day 13 of this book, though. So this is very educational for you all. But remember, I kind of got bored with this and I started doing this one here. So I made it like we're gonna do this in 30 days. Like we're gonna boost the credit scores up fast. So y'all go ahead and get y'all books. I'm doing good with the mailings right now. I already made sure that everybody have access to the course. Whenever you get any of the books, you have access to the free course that have all of the documents in, like the thing we're gonna go over now. This is there. So let me share it with you all now. But you all definitely need to know this. That way, if you do have to send in any type of verification, you will know exactly what you need to send. So let me add this. Okay, perfect. All right, so I have it shared here. So let me show y'all the documents that y'all gonna need, okay? And if y'all have any questions, definitely let me know because we only going over these documents today in class. And if y'all have any questions, I can literally spend the rest of the class answering any of your questions. I want to know where you all are at. So definitely let me know. Okay, so these are the documents that you all are going to need to send in. Let me clean my phone off a little bit. Okay, let me clean my phone off for you all. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, these are the documents that you're going to send. Now, this came from Equifax themselves. Okay. So they said when you file a dispute, you're going to need to provide some documentation. Now, my thing is this: if your address is already in your credit report and your name is already in your credit report, you don't necessarily need to send in documents. It may make it a little bit better just in case they want to act like they don't know who you are, but you don't need to. Only time I tell people that they really need to send in documents is if their name is not correct. So that is when you really want to send it in, like if your name and address is not correct. So this, so if you dispute like your personal information, they said that they want a copy of your driver's license, copy of your passports, any documents of your name change, and also a copy of a birth certificate, copy of your marriage certificate with your current name, or like a copy of your military ID. Okay. And then for proof of like your social security number, you can do like a pay stub with your full social security number, a copy of your W-2, or just a copy of your social security card. So normally people just do their driver's license and social security card and just call it a day. Okay, so when y'all do y'all's disputes, just keep that in mind. Just a copy of the driver's license and your social security card. Okay. Now, if you're disputing your current address, they want a copy of your driver's license, but they want to see that current address on there, a copy of your rental agreement, a copy of your house deed, a copy of your mortgage or your bank statement, a copy of your utility bill, which is what a lot of people do, just their utility bill, and then a copy of your W-2 form with the correct address on there. And they said if you're disputing like your accounts, which is what we're doing. Then they said a copy of your bank statement with the account number on there, a copy of any letters from the lenders, creditors showing an account has been corrected. Remember, I told y'all that y'all can send something into them, like even y'all goodwill letter saying, hey, I sent the goodwill letter into them. Hey, Blessed today, I sent a goodwill letter into them. Hey, Volcano. And I asked them to remove it. Can you actually make sure that you remove it from my credit reports? That's what this is. So proof that an account was a result of identity theft, such as the police report. So we haven't went over identity theft yet, but we are going to go over identity theft in our book. We're just on day 13 right now, so we're going to go over it. But we talked about it earlier about identity theft. You just need to have a copy of your police report and the FTC report. But guess what? FTC is down right now, so just I think a copy of a police report will be fine. List all the accounts that was result of identity theft. And yesterday we did go over it. Matter of fact. We went over it when we did them additional letters. I had made it where I had 13 additional letters to get all them accounts deleted. We kind of did go over it. But yeah, copy of your bankruptcy schedules or any other court documents, a copy of your student loan, disability letters, and then copy of any canceled checks. Now, this is what they're saying that you can send in, but honestly, if I was to ever send them anything, I just like the copy of the passport and then social security card. I don't like to do the driver's license. I don't like to do a driver's license a lot of times, but then they be wanting to see like the proof of address. I told y'all, if y'all really trying to get an address added on your credit reports, anytime y'all apply for a credit card, y'all once y'all put that address on that application, they easily add it to your credit report. So don't overthink it. That's how you can get the address added. And then you need to call to get all your other addresses deleted anyway. You could just call over phone and tell them to delete it, or you can put it on a letter and tell them to remove it from your credit reports. And like when I did get married, I believe that I just literally applied for something. So that's all I did. I did not do anything else. I literally just applied for something. I think my name was added, and then you can call to have your names removed. So names and addresses you can call to have them removed. But all we were supposed to talk about today is that when y'all do y'all disputes, so y'all know we went over our disputes yesterday, right? So these are for free in y'all course. Y'all have these already. So these are the dispute letters. For the credit bureaus, it's a dispute letter that we had went over yesterday. I showed y'all like the different reasons why you will be disputing the account and how you'll basically just copy and paste this into this letter here. You know, we talked about that, so y'all can create your own dispute letters. Basically, when y'all send out this letter here, they're wanting you to basically provide some type of documentation. But the things, like I said, copy of your driver's license, social security number, social security card is fine. Copy of your passport, your social security card, that is fine. But they got also military ID on here. So you know, you can use that too. Okay. But this is the documents that you will send in with your disputes. A lot of times too, they'll act like they don't know who you are. It looks like something came in, but it did not come from you, you know. And it's like, you know, this is me. So when you send these things in here, they can't necessarily question it. Okay. So that's why I say go ahead and send these documents in, because these are the documents that y'all are going to need to send in. Do anybody have any questions from today? Because that's literally all we're supposed to go over today. Or if y'all have any other questions, go ahead and start listing them, because we can spend a remainder of our time actually answer those questions. But I wanted to teach you all, you know, what documents you need to send in with your disputes. And if the credit bureaus all anytime say that they can't verify you or something like that, these are the documents that you want to send in. Okay, and you all have this already. Okay, so you all already have access. You already have these. This is yours already. So of course they have these. So you don't have to. You already have these basically. Okay, so let me see. Let me flip my camera. Okay, perfect. Because I want to show you where they're at, just in case y'all need help finding out like where they're. And don't forget, I can't say certain things. I'm gonna get in trouble, y'all. Give me trouble. Wait, do I not have it up there no more? Okay, let me see. I'm almost done, y'all. I'm just gonna. I want to show y'all where. Okay, share. Okay, here it is, right here. Okay, I gotta make sure that they're seeing it, because this is what y'all having in y'all course, and y'all do a playback, y'all need to be able to see everything. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let me flip it around. Okay, so this y'all course, right? This y'all free course. Okay. So right here, the days 11 through 20, because we're on day 13. This is it here now. So if y'all ever need to reference it. So yeah, this is it here now. So if y'all ever need to reference it, y'all basically have that same document. So yeah, that is it here. And then some people was asking about the 6 months of the free disputes. So for the people that need the letters, then it's right here, the 6 months of free disputes and credit membership. Just click here. And then you can scroll down. So you'll see like step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, step number 4, and then step number 5 is optional. But that's basically what it is, okay? So don't forget, whenever you purchase your books, you get the course for free, because it's no way I could tell y'all, oh, take a screenshot. No, y'all have everything. It's just so much organized when I do it that way, for me to say, you know, y'all already have y'all course, you know, y'all will have everything. So let me see if y'all have any questions, or did y'all have any questions about y'all documents at all? But definitely, let me actually move this out the way so I can pin y'all comments so y'all know who I'm talking to. But good evening to you, Antonio. And Michaela, I'm tired too. Working, moving, and doing this. You are doing a lot too. Just take time to rest. I've been taking naps like I'm pregnant. I've been taking naps like I'm pregnant. It's okay as long as you get stuff done. That's what I've been doing. It's like whenever I need to take a nap, I just been taking that time to just, you know, love on myself basically, because I'm spending so much time with you all. And hi, Drew. And good evening, Blessed today. How is y'all writing are y'all making sure that y'all write y'all stuff down? Like, don't forget, this is my copy, but y'all know down here at the bottom, y'all have the area where y'all need to put your credit scores in there. I know that I seen on my channel, I got a comment. Somebody was saying that they haven't been in the class for 2 days with their credit score. They see a change in their credit scores. So how's everything going? How's everybody doing? Y'all know we're almost at Saturday. Do everybody got their 4 credit cards? Are y'all working on it? How is everything going with that? So remember, we should already had our disputes out. We gotta have the 4 credit cards right now. That's like the biggest things I want us to do. How is everybody doing with that? Is everybody good with doing their disputes? Everybody doing good with their credit cards? Do y'all need to see those right now? Y'all want me to go over that with y'all to make sure that y'all gonna be good? But I want y'all to have your 4 credit cards. If y'all don't have the 4 credit cards, y'all really not gonna get the credit scores that y'all really gonna want. And I know that we're not in the raise your credit scores 100 points in 30 days, but I still want y'all to kind of be on track for that. Like, I really want y'all to still be on track for that. These are, I think about the 100 points in 30 days. That book right there is just basically all of the stuff that's in that book, but in 30 days. That's all it is. So that's why I say make sure you all get both of them, because I would like for you guys to do both of them at the same time. Y'all doing this book and just do everything you have to do in this book, y'all should still get some very decent credit scores. Like, seriously, y'all should still see a great increase. Because with this one right here, all it is everything that we're doing in our class is just being done in 30 days. So you also see some decent credit scores. But I haven't seen anybody say yes to those credit cards. How is everybody going with their credit cards? Because that's going to be one of the biggest things, y'all. Y'all need to make sure you have y'all credit cards. And if y'all need help or y'all want me to skim through the cards, I would definitely be happy to skim through all of the cards with you all. But y'all definitely let me know how y'all feel about that. So that's a yes that you have them. You good with your cards? And then too, let me know too for the people that did get their credit cards. Also, y'all let me know like when y'all stuff is coming in, what kind of did it affect your credit score? Was it a good change or a bad change? Like, how much did your credit scores go up? For those people that already got 4 credit cards, if y'all get more credit cards, y'all know y'all credit scores probably go down. So I just say if you don't have 4, you get credit cards because y'all credit score is going to go up. But y'all have a such thing as just messing with your credit age. So don't go ahead and just get more credit cards if you know you're already good with credit cards. Only time I tell you I get more credit cards is if we need to do something about that utilization. Um, okay, so you got 2 cards today. Okay, good. Okay, that's amazing. I'm proud of you for that. That is really good. Let me make sure I take a screenshot so we can remember and I can post it in the course. And then I remember what day we're on. So everybody can congratulate you. That is really good. So we just need that same, like we need to do that, what, 4 more times now? We need to do that 4 more times. That's it. You'll have your 60. But you gotta think about it. We haven't even gotten our disputes back. Y'all gonna realize when y'all get y'all disputes back, when y'all see like what accounts are gonna get deleted, when those actually come back, that y'all gonna realize that's when y'all gonna see y'all credit scores go up the most. You know that, and then your utilization. If you all have too much, your balance is too high on your credit cards, those are the 2 things that's going to make your credit scores go up the most. Removing those late payments, that's also going to help you all too. Yeah, so that's going to be the biggest things that's going to help you all go up. And for the people that's in the 7 o'clock class, I know some people probably just coming in and out, but you people that you're faithfully in here, are y'all going to come and do this also? Are y'all going to be making sure that y'all do these things also? Because don't forget, this book right here is just a faster version of what we're doing now. So you want to be able to get everything done faster. So yeah, it's just going to be a faster. So the server keeps telling me to try again in 8 days. Why in 8 days? At least they tell you the time frame, huh? But okay, so listen, whenever y'all okay, perfect, perfect, and Taylor. Whenever they say, like, whenever you get any type of denial, wait till y'all get where they say you can get a credit card. They're supposed to send you a denial in the mail. So that's the law. They're supposed to send you a denial in the mail. Then they're supposed to tell you exactly why. When they tell you exactly what's wrong, then you can work on those things, and then you can always double back. But you see how they say come back in 8 days. I will wait until like your credit score actually go up a nice amount, and then I would just apply again at that time. That's what I would personally do. So like you see how like it'll like, oh my credit score went up 15 points. If that's like your biggest jump, or you probably wait again, like if it hadn't been the 30 days, then at that point I will apply. Like, oh my credit score went up. Let's see, because it might trigger them to actually give me the card. So that's what I would suggest. But they're going to tell you exactly what's wrong. So when they give you that letter in the mail, make sure that you're actually reading it and say, okay, I need to work on this, and that, and just that's your target if you really want to get that discovered. But remember too, Beauty and Grace, if Discover don't give you a credit card, you don't have 4 credit cards, you got to move on. You have to move on. Like if that's if you need more. And I know sometimes I talk to some of y'all. I'm not gonna remember y'all full credit reports when I look at it again and I read like the notes of what we talked about, because I want to write notes on y'all about what y'all need to do, and I can just look at your credit reports at any time and say what we need to do anyway. Um, I'll be able to know what it is, but I don't remember it. I don't remember it, but I know a few people. I said, hey, try to get the Discover secured, or try to get the Discover just for 0% APR in general, because they got so many of them. But if they November 1st is our deadline. If the card that you want, like say if I say get Discover, if I say get Navy Federal, if they don't give it to you, you got to move on and get another credit card. So let me know. Say, hey, Kita Q, show me credit cards. And anytime you say show me credit cards and tell me what you want, like I need to get credit cards for this, or I can't get a credit card, or I want to get some type of rewards. Let me know and then I'll show it to you. The Texas square payment arrangement. Should I respond or send a dispute? I think that you should do both. I think that you should respond and also send a certified letter to them. Okay. I think that you should do both. And I know I gave you all a validation of that letter, but I'm actually going to give you another one and I'm going to put it in a course because I kind of want to make it like a one pager in a way, maybe two. So I'm going to add another one. So what you have to do, because I already have one, um, let me see. I already have one that I have quite a few of them that I use. And then usually for like if you ask me to send out your validation of that letter, I use different ones every time because I don't want them to be thinking like I try to formulate one just for you because I don't want them to be thinking like I seen this letter so many times, but I can definitely give you another validation of that letter. That's just more of one pager. I know I gave you all that one for free inside the course, but I'm going to add another one on there. But no matter what, make sure that you're sending it certified. And I seen when I looked at a lot of court cases. I know I had sent it. I know me and I don't want to say no names. Let me not even do that. But me and one of you all was talking about it, and it was a certain text message that they sent out, like "I am not going to render a payment," something like that. And when the collection company still tried to collect on it, still tried to come after them, the company actually, the law firm actually sued. So that I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to add it to the course, the text. But we're going to talk about this also, but I'm going to add it earlier since that's happening to you right now. Because let me see what day we're going to talk about collections. We're about to talk about collections. Yeah, we're about to talk about collections in 2 days, like what to do about collections. And then on day 16, we talk about the request for validation, which is what you need right now. But I'm going to add it in there early because it's still going to be within 11 through 20. So I'm going to add it in there early. So I'm gonna do the validation of that letter that you all can make sure that y'all send it into them. And then I'm gonna have that text language that you should text them. Because they passed these extra laws where they're now able to text us, they able to leave us voicemails, they're able to email. At first, that was like a foreign thing, but now they passed those laws where they're able to do that. It's just a big problem. But definitely I would ask them for the validation. And the other thing too is that company on your credit report, or are they just reaching out to you for payment? Because that's a big thing. And hey Carlos, how are you doing today? That's gonna be another thing. Like, is it them on there or not? And the original company, that's one thing. I figured it was a collection company when we was talking about it. How do I get the max credit score? You at an 804 right now, I think. I don't know. Just make sure that you follow the basics. I say follow the basics, let your credit get old. And a lot of times I see people with a mortgage, they just have they be able to get like the highest credit score. So the basics was just make sure you got 4 credit cards, make sure that you keep the utilization under 5%. That's really gonna be a huge thing that you probably can make sure that you're doing, but your overall utilization plus each individual card if you want to get it higher. Because usually I teach just overall utilization because for this group right here, because the goal list is just really getting the 700s. That is just the goal here. Just let's get in the 700s. But overall utilization at the 5%, but then also each individual card at 5%. Because sometimes you can have individual cards that's maxed out, but then you got those one cards that you're not using, so it'll help with the overall utilization. But each individual card at 5% or less with the utilization, try to make sure that you don't have any hard inquiries. And if you do have some hard inquiries, some credit cards that's already in your credit reports, just wait till they come off. Try not to get any more if you can help it. Apply for your credit for the credit that you actually want. They'll just be applying for credit just for the heck of it. And if you do have inquiries in the future, call the credit bureaus and ask them to remove those inquiries before the account is added, so you can avoid new inquiries coming on. Just make sure none of your accounts get closed, because they're helping you. So they're all helping with your age. So the accounts that you have right now, just make sure that you're using them so that they don't get closed due to inactivity. Make sure that there's nothing on there negative at all. Even with an 800 credit score, you may see some people have a late payment here or there. You may even see they have charge-offs on their credit reports, but it's just that they're old, so it don't affect them that much. But just make sure anything that you have negative on there, you make sure that it's off. Those can be like the biggest things. So I think I went over everything. Just make sure nothing on there bad. Your utilization is good. You have those 4 accounts report, and some people being the 800s will just authorize user credit cards. I'm hoping that that's not you, though. Make sure you got your own 4 credit cards, and the 5% for just each individual card. That's what I would suggest. But if I can be honest with you, I never had my credit score over 820. So I couldn't tell you, if I can be honest with you. So, I never had it over 820. So, people like 850 and all this stuff. I never had it over 820, but still I realized too, it'd be people like just having 700s in general is good. Like, you know what I mean? It really is. As long as you can get whatever you want at a good interest rate, you'll be good. But that's what I would say. Just make sure that you do those things right there, and you'll be fine. But I hope that helped. Um, Let me see who they're referring to. They said somebody need a chorus. Oh, you saying you don't need a chorus, Don? I don't know. Let me not even assume. I don't know. I can't assume. Yesterday I assumed. I felt so bad all night thinking about when I was assuming it's one message. They're not the original company, so should I make a payment arrangement with them? Bless today. Let me look up your real phone number and name so I can call you right now. No, we're not gonna do that at all. No, not at all. Send them the validation of debt letter, and then if it's not already on your credit reports, you just keep your eye out and see if they're going to actually put on your credit report, and look out and see if they're going to give you these documents. But a lot of times they're not going to give you the documents. So at any time they put that thing in your credit reports, then you know that you possibly can have them, and just take legal action against them. That's what I would do. And then I told y'all before about when I was looking up my case, when I went to do my case with the collection company that I just did, the case that I just filed last year, when I was looking up other cases in my city, I saw that literally a collection company texted the lady and talking about a debt, and she said, "Don't text me anymore." That was it. They text her some more stuff to myself. Oh, we're just asking, these are being monitored or whatever. We're trying to collect the debt. They literally had filed a lawsuit the next month, and the month after that, it was settled. Like, you text me, I text you back saying, "Don't text me." You text me back immediately, texting me when I told you not to text me. The next month, I got a lawyer suing you, and a month after that, we got a settlement. So no, like, don't. No, I would say let them mess around and find out, and then you help them find out by actually taking legal action against them. That's what I would say. I just don't ever see myself ever paying a collection. I just don't. If I can be honest, I just don't. I can't see it, especially all the stuff that they be doing to us, y'all, and they be getting away with it. Mm-mm. Oh, thank you so much. Peace and love for you. Peace and blessings to you too. I just couldn't see myself. It's on the report. Okay, so listen, if it's already on the report, then remember I talked to you. I don't know if you was, I can't say remember I talked to y'all. I don't know. I'm just gonna repeat it again. If y'all heard it before, hopefully it just clicked. So I took a class that was supposed to be only for those collection companies. Like, if you actually own a company and you want to not get sued and you're trying to protect your company, with me being a real estate broker, we got to do continuing education. So it's continuing education for these collection companies. So they said that if the account is already on a credit report, you never requested validation, then you can't, and you never requested validation, they was able to put on your credit reports, which is fine. But if the consumer, which is you, if you were to send a letter to the credit bureaus, question them about that account and question them about the errors that's on that account, and they said it's verified and it's verified from the collection company, and then they continue to keep on there, and then you send a letter, another letter the second month, which is our round two letters, right? So you send around one letter to the credit bureaus, then you send round two, one to the credit bureaus, and then one to each company or credit report, especially that collection, asking them for the documents now because they already verified and said that this thing was valid. Then at that point, you can ask them for all of the documents. And if they don't provide the documents for you, then at that point, you can be able to take legal action. That's what I learned from being in that class. Because they said a lot of people, they're going to just try to reach out to the collection company and it's on their credit reports, and that's not how it goes. You have to actually reach out to the credit bureaus first. The credit bureau is going to say, hey, is verified, is valid. And then once they say that, you need to reach out to the credit bureaus again, ask them for the documents, and then you need to ask the company for all of the documents. But when I have this validation of debt letter, because you actually shouldn't send this letter out. I wouldn't send it. I wouldn't send it out. Well, what I would do is I would just I call it backdooring and going through the credit bureaus. I would just go that route because if they already have on your credit reports right now, that means that they probably already sent you documents saying, hey, we got this debt for you. It's $2,000, and you never responded. So now it's like they're in a right to have it on your credit reports. So now it's like, okay, let's just go and send out certified letters to the credit bureau. Once you send certified letters to the credit bureau, they say it's verified. Then the second month, you want to ask the credit bureau, how's it verified? Send me the documents. And then they give you the right to ask the collection company because now they verified it as correct. Okay. So I would go that route. And we're going to talk about the validation of debt letter that you all are going to send because it's a round two dispute, basically. But what I thought with the validation of debt letter, I was thinking that they were texting you and it's not on your credit reports. But that's why I'm happy I asked that question because it's different. You got to do different things based off of like what's happening. Is it on your credit report? Is it not on your credit reports? When was the first time they text you? Is it after the 30 days? Did they ever send you any documents? Because it's just that they know their rights. They know certain things that they know their rights as a collection company, what they're able to do, and they also know what they're not able to do. So, as long as we know the opposite side, then you would just play the game with them basically, because that's all it really is. It's just a game that you're playing with them. But don't, I wouldn't settle. I wouldn't settle at all. Oh, thank you so much, Big Mike. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, I wouldn't settle. So don't forget to with my lawsuits with both of the collection companies, it was all about the deletion. That's it. No, you never got documents. It's only on two reports. So yeah, send the first round to the credit bureaus. Credit bureaus gonna probably say it's verified. And then if they say it's verified, you send them another letter asking how did you verify it? Send me all of the documents that you used to verify it, which is what everybody here, when we send our round twos, that's basically what it is. And then after that, we're gonna send that letter to the collection company where we're gonna ask them, hey, what's the documents you used to verify? Talk to the credit bureau. They said it's verified. Send me all of the documents because I see a lot of errors on these accounts, which you were able to tell them what those errors is. And a lot of times they're not going to send you those documents, everything that you're going to need. And then if it was me, I will send a demand letter after the 30 days is up. Because once you send it certified, you already know they got 30 days to respond to you. So if you send them the 30 days, after 30 days is up, I will send out that demand letter to their registered agent, which is the same place that you're going to send their summons out when you actually sue them. I will send them a demand letter saying, give me the $10,000, delete the, and then, I know I'm telling y'all $10,000, but some of y'all really gonna do the same thing, and you have to think about it. Y'all ever hear they say they're gonna move the goalposts once we all start doing the same thing? Maybe I want to ask for 9,000. Maybe you want to ask for 11,000. Change it up. Maybe you want to ask for 11,500. You don't have to ask for $10,000. Let's kind of switch it up though. Like when I tell y'all to do something, it's not a set thing. We all can ask for different amounts. We don't have to ask for the same amount. Ask for the money that you want, tell them to delete it, and tell them don't ever try to collect on this debt. Get rid of the debt and don't sell it to anybody else. But that's what I would do. I would really try to set these companies up in the because that's all they're doing with you. They setting you up. They set it up so much that they got it on your credit reports and they waiting on you to try to buy a house, get a car, and that you get so frustrated that you can't get anything that you're gonna come and settle with them because that's what their whole business is. That's what their whole business is. So they want you to get so frustrated that you can't get what you want that you just gonna come and settle with them. But I wouldn't do that at all. I just wouldn't. And that's why that's why I really wrote this seriously, y'all. Y'all seen how I had this fight with TransUnion. TransUnion was talking about I'm gonna teach y'all this to teach y'all that, but they don't understand I literally was going to school to be able to learn this and teach this to y'all. Like I'm not in school for anything, and then I'm going to school, law school, so that how I'm telling you do this, do that. If I was your lawyer, I would be able to do all of this stuff. I would just be like, give me everything you got. I'm gonna file this. I'm gonna file that. I'll be able to do everything. And that's what I want to get to. But y'all know it's gonna take time. I can't go to law school. I'm finally finna get my bachelor's, and it's been a journey. I had to when I made the decision I want to go to law school. I didn't go right away. I think I waited 4 years and said, you know what, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go. And then I had to do my own lawsuit, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go because we're stuck. Like, if I can't do it, y'all ain't gonna do it. Like, you know what I mean? And I'll be here and there. You can get stuff deleted for people credit, but like, I will just want the credits completely clean. I don't want it like where you running from these different debts. But then that's why I said, let me just go to school. So, like, you know, I want to be able to put everything in myself. Like how I'm telling y'all, this should be your case. This is what I would do. I would do. I wouldn't say none of that. I would say what they do. They text you. Send me a screenshot of the text messages. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm listening. So you're an attorney. No, I'm not an attorney. So this I wrote this book. So I have settlements with collection companies, credit bureaus, and I sued my creditors. I had like $40,000 worth of debt where I didn't have to pay it because I sued them, and then when I sent a dispute letter, that stuff got removed from my credit reports. When I sued the creditors, I didn't know we supposed to do like settlement agreements. I didn't know that I should have asked them for money or none of that stuff. But when I went and did that case, they was asking the judge to close it for failure to state a claim. But since they know that I was in the right, that I can eventually come back, and I did do a dispute letter. When I did that, they got everything. They just removed everything from my credit reports. So when I knew I had a new collection last year I had a new collection on my credit report. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to sue again. And I was like, I want to go straight to federal court because when I sued Midland back in 2022, they removed it to federal court, meaning I sued in state court and they removed it to federal court. And when I got to federal court, I was scared because I didn't know what to do. I was like, I do not know what to do. So basically, I took two classes that taught me the layout of suing. So when I just did my case that I just did, that I filed last October, technically with all three credit bureaus, and also with LJ Ross, which is a collection company. I basically was able to go through that process, and I have settlements with all four companies basically. Now when I had sued Midland, the point that collection was on my credit report, and I spaced out those disputes. I would say I spaced them out for about 11 months because I was pregnant. My uncle ended up passing away. I was just depressed, and when it came to my credit report, it just really knocked me down. Like seriously, I was just like out of it, and I just could not get it deleted. But mind you, it was my other clients because I help people with their credit. I'm getting their stuff deleted, but I can't get mine deleted. So I'm just like spiraling, basically losing my mind. And then I feel like you shouldn't even have a credit company if you can't, that's how I was thinking. Like, you shouldn't even have a credit company. Why are you even doing this? You need to, just all this negative stuff. So I was like, you know what? I've been knew I need to become a lawyer. So, and then once I was able to have a settlement with them, I was like, I would be wrong because you can't get everything deleted. I realized you have to go and sue them, right? So I was like, I'd be wrong if I continue to just do these disputes and just don't take my butt to law school. So I was like, you know what? I already signed to go to law school. So I started the journey, and then I just got my associate's degree last year. I'm graduating my bachelor's this year, and then I'm going to law school next year in August. So that's what my path is. And I've been knew that we need to sue, but like I don't want to go to school. If I can be honest, I didn't want to. I wish that I can literally like how I give y'all dispute letters now. I wish I can just write y'all complaints. I wish I can tell y'all say this, say that. I wish I can go sit in the back of the court because you know everybody can sit in the courtroom. I wish I can be there and just tell y'all like I'm y'all sister, like girl, say this, say that, tell the judge. I wish I can do that, you know what I mean? But legally, you know, you need to be an attorney. So I'm just going through the motions of that. So that's what it is. I'm working my way through it. But since I already have so much experience because I had to do it myself, I literally just wrote this book and I came out with it last month because I was like, my last settlement just got done. And I was like, let me go ahead. Like I did my last settlement. My case that I just did was finally done now. I was like, okay, everything is done. Let me go ahead and the stuff that I learned in my class about, you know, motion to compel, interrogatories and strategies that they were teaching me. I was like, let me just go ahead and put in the book because I can't sue for y'all, but I know that y'all need to sue because I had the same problem again, collection of my credit report, and I can't remove it, So I felt very stuck. So I was like, let me go ahead and just write this book and not play. I already had this stuff, like I already had these books coming out where I was gonna teach y'all credit in general, and I talked in here about being able to sue, but I was like, I need to teach y'all the steps because a lot of my clients too, I'm sending them to attorneys, and these attorneys not up to par. Even with my own case, I tried to get the attorneys to take my case plenty of time. When I tell you, I called every single attorney I know. I looked up so many attorneys, and a lot of them, they was like, you don't have a case, and da 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 da. But now it's like I have settlements, and now I see how I was treated. I really realized how much of a threat I am by telling y'all this stuff. I really realized that. So I'm really realizing how much of a threat I am. But I'm like, if I know all this stuff now, when I actually go to law school and I formally know how to act, I know how to act and know how to do certain things, I'm going to be good. So none of the books are digital. All of the books are right below in the TikTok shop. But it shouldn't take it that long to get to you. It shouldn't take that long to get to you. But that's just what it is. I'm not an attorney yet. So hopefully you come back in 3 years. I'll be an attorney. You know what? You said I gotta write something on arbitration. I learned a lot about arbitration, but I don't know nothing. Only reason why I say that is because until you go through it, like how I knew, like I just think about like when I was just talking to y'all about like it's just so funny. Years I've been hearing, send a letter to the collection company and do this and do that. You can sue them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you can sue them, but ain't no attorney gonna take the case. You don't even know what to do. You scared is what when you go to court. At least I was. That's how I was. So I was just listening to myself, like it's easy, just do this, and it's not easy until you actually do it. Just think about everything y'all did. Y'all probably never thought it was easy to get an account deleted until y'all actually got an account deleted. Y'all probably never thought it was easy for y'all to get a credit card after bankruptcy until y'all got a credit card after bankruptcy. Nothing is necessarily like easy. So when I was going through my whole case, I was like, I need to learn arbitration. I need to do all this stuff. But for my cases, I never needed it. So I felt like I learned what I learned for nothing. And I don't know it's real yet. You know how you hear a lot of stuff and like I'm even telling y'all stuff. I can be telling y'all to do this or do that. It sounds good, but until y'all actually do it and you be like, dang, that did work. She was right. Until you actually do it and you know it as fact, is not really like fact. So I learned a lot about arbitration. Um, my professor went over arbitration like this much because she said that's not nothing you really need to learn until it's time for you to learn it, which she was right about it. We didn't even really go over that much in when I did my classes, but I think maybe when I go to law school, I learn more about it. But until I actually do it, I think I don't need it. Like I just don't, you know what I mean? I just until I actually got to do it, like I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go to arbitration. But I might have to go to arbitration now that I'm thinking about it. And I will tell you all about that later on. Um, but I have to wait and see. Like I sent out a demand. Let's see. Like you know what I mean. I'm gonna send out another one, and I just have to see. This is a whole different ball game. Like what I got to sue for now. So I don't know, but we'll see. Because I think their thing is if it's under 50,000, which this is a set amount basically. If it's under $50,000, then we do have to go to arbitration. But this is based off that glitch. I know we just had that glitch. That stuff messed up a lot. So that glitch that we just had. So we'll see how that's going to go because I think based off of all the laws or whatever, it seemed like We have to go to arbitration because it's less than 50,000 because it is a set amount. But I think that honestly, I just don't think we need to learn a lot of stuff until you need to learn it. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all did not need to learn how to delete an account until y'all really got an account on y'all credit report. Then focus on that. Y'all probably would have had better time focusing on how to be able to, lower your utilization and things like that, how to get 0%. If y'all been having better results doing all that. I don't think, well, I wouldn't say Midland is the worst. They're horrible though. I just think all of them are easy to me. I mean, they're all the same to me. They all settle. They all settle. I think the worst is the ones that want to fight with you, or they got grimy attorneys, and they know their attorneys are grimy, but they like them because they're grimy. Are you ask, so what can I help with? So the thing that I can help with now is going through this book right here. We're doing everything technically that you're going to need to be able to do this right here. This is what it is. So when I say, oh, you want to in this book, I talk about how y'all need to send out three rounds of dispute letters. We sending out 2 rounds of dispute letters, and right before we get done with this class, y'all just send out that last dispute letter, which is basically a demand letter, which I told y'all, ask for this amount or say this in the letter, delete it, all that good stuff, or you're gonna take them to court. And then once you know the steps for this, you can actually go ahead and sue. Now I do have a special course with this one, but I don't advertise it because I have certain documents in there so y'all can be able to use them to do your own complaints, to do your own lawsuits and stuff like that. But I'm really working right now because it's a company out here that can legally prepare documents for people, and they're not a lawyer. If I can be able to prepare documents, I think that would be my best asset to you all. Because for one thing, I'm in Florida. So for one thing, like if I can legally prepare documents and stuff for you all, then that will help you all a lot. Like I'm like, you need to sue them. Okay, kid, what you mean sue them? Go turn this into the courthouse. Like if I could do stuff like that, like this is the document you turn into the courthouse, and next here's your summons. You need to actually serve them. If I could do stuff like that, I think that would be my best asset. Kind of like I'm telling y'all do disputes with the credit bureaus, and I'm even creating the dispute letters for y'all. If I can do y'all actual lawsuit or at least create those documents, I think it's gonna be your biggest asset. But right now, all I can do is tell y'all exactly what to do, but y'all gotta implement, especially on that suing side, y'all gotta implement a lot of that. Now I have connections with some lawyers. I'm trying to get my connections up so that they can be able to sue. But like I said, it's just being honest, these attorneys not up to par. I just feel like they're not up to par. Only reason why I say up to par because they say, oh, I don't do those type of cases and da 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 da. But when I see all of the cases that I've seen where attorneys were involved, when I tell y'all they settle in 60 days, ain't no like with me, I filed a lawsuit last October. In December, Equifax settle. Okay, that's a good time frame. That's too much. But then I have to wait until the next year. Then I finally get the settlement with TransUnion. Then I finally get the settlement with Experian. And then, months later, I'm getting a settlement with a collection company. That's not how it work with a lawyer. And the lawyers that the ones I'm close to right now, they charge 450 an hour. So I feel like if you had a higher volume, you still will make a nice amount of money. You get what I'm saying? And the point that they're saying, like, oh, you don't have a lawsuit and da da da. Well, how is it not a lawsuit? But I'm getting settlements and I'm pro se. So that means that y'all can get settlements too, but just because you're a lawyer. And then usually when you get a lawyer involved, they automatically come with fees for all of the work that they've been did before they even came onto the case. So I'm trying to be able to give you all lawyers, but it's just not as easy as I thought it was going to be. And I didn't want to say there was something to have to do with race, but I don't know. I don't know. But let me put that down too, um, with this arbitration thing, because I'm saying I didn't need it, but as talking, I was like, you know what? I do got something going on with arbitration. See, you know what? Maybe y'all may put me in my place. I'd be like, I don't want to do it. Next thing you know, I do got a problem. I just got the problem too. Okay, yeah, that's good. All right, I'm gonna put that down. So I'm gonna teach y'all everything I learned from my case. I'm gonna be wide open, and I'm gonna make sure when I sign my agreement, because I know I'm gonna have to sign some type of agreement. They're not gonna stop me from talking. That's one thing I learned. And when y'all sign y'all agreements, y'all better look at them things very thoroughly, because y'all gotta figure out some of the stuff that they may say in those agreements. Yes, the books is like less than $50 right now. I think I got like some coupons up here, like $5 off or whatnot too. Y'all should be able to see them like right in this area. So yeah, it's really good, and y'all have the course with it. I just want to make sure, like when I go to law school, I know I'm going to neglect y'all. I keep saying that, but I know it's true. I'm going to be overwhelmed because I want to make sure I focus. And then they say too, like you're going to get your best contacts, the people that you really want to know in law school. So you really need to go and mingle with these people. And I really don't want to mingle like that, but I'm like, okay, let me go and mingle. Let me go and be around all these people. And I thought too, with me, I'm about to be 34 next month. I'm thinking I'm too old. These gonna be young people. They was like, no, it's people in their 50s and 60s that still going to law school. These are going to be your best years with context. And then too, they said, with me, you already know what you want to do. You're really good. You don't have to go to law school. You're going to law school out of choice to better your career or whatever. You in a different space. So you know exactly what you want. This is going to be perfect for you. So I want to make sure I just take full advantage of it, because eventually I know I'm gonna open my law firm. These may be the people I hire. How can I get things removed from the state record, like a eviction? If it's on the state record, I honestly don't know. And when you say state record, I'm thinking that you're talking about like some people got like the state public. It's kind of like having our pacer where your bankruptcy is at. That's the final. That's the actual record. Anybody can look it up. I don't know how you can get that removed. That to me is permanent. But like, if you have an eviction and it's like on the Experian Rental Bureau or some of those third party bureaus like that, now you can probably get that. You are not probably you can dispute that stuff because they're under certain laws. But like if we're talking about the actual your county, that's what I'm thinking about. Your county, um, because I wouldn't think it would be your state. It would be your county for like an eviction. If it's with the county, then you can't. Because I remember, so one time when I was younger, my landlord tried to sue me. That was my second lawsuit because I had another lawsuit before that, for my daughter. But my second lawsuit, my landlord tried to sue me when I was younger, but we had an agreement that I would go, her house wasn't together. So I said, hey, I get in here, I'll fix your house up and I'll start a daycare in your house. That's what the agreement was. So I put like $2,000 in this house or whatnot. And she ended up on herself trying to evict me, said I didn't pay her, but I had the receipt from my check, but I did a counterclaim against her. But the point that she even put the lawsuit in to sue me, people act like they didn't want to rent from me. I'm like, did y'all see the case? Like, what the heck? All that stuff was literally with the county. It was nothing I can do to get that stuff removed because even when I later on became a landlord and I used to get tenants, I used to look on the same thing. You can't remove that stuff. That stuff is there unless you go and talk to. Well, let me see. Because I always think something probably can happen. Now, when I start talking, I'm like, okay, wait, you might can be able to. I seen one person. I don't know if they actually did it. I was talking to somebody when I was at the courthouse when I was younger, because they were actually got sued by a landlord. Landlord did all this stuff, but they didn't do it properly. And I was like, you can ask them to reopen the case. So maybe you can ask them to. You can ask the courthouse. Like I would ask the exact courthouse what you have to do, basically. So maybe you can ask them. But as far as I'm concerned, I would say no. I don't know if you can get that stuff removed. But it's on one of them third party companies, then yes. But I would say ask the source. If you got the information or ask them, is it a way you can ever get it removed? And you know what? Let me look it up really quickly because I really want to know myself. It ain't gonna take that long. I could just literally search it like I've been searching everything else if I don't know, I want to be able to know now because that's a good question. And like, how could you get that stuff removed? Because I know my cousin was asking me about something like that too. Okay, let's see. Oh, they say you can get it removed or sealed, but it depends on a specific case. So like if it was dismissed and like you won and there was no judgment against you, then after 2 years, you know what? I'm gonna get mine removed then because I'm pretty sure that thing like 10 years old. So yes, you can. Oh wow, I didn't know that. So we learning that together. Okay, so a writ of restitution was issued, like a former or oh, so they saying a lot of times too, it can stay on there for like 20 years. Like if you ain't pay it, you know how like a bankruptcy stay on our credit reports for 10 years. They're saying it can stay on there for 20 years, especially if you did not pay it. Um, but you can definitely ask to see if it can get removed earlier. So yeah, you just have to file the paperwork. So figure out the court system and then file the paperwork. A lot of times too, like these smaller courthouses, they have the documentation that we'll need. So you just need to ask them about it. But it wouldn't be like a state record, it would be your city or your county. And then yes, somebody asked about the books. The books are not digital. I actually send you like an actual copy of the books in the mail. And then too, I decided to so the bankruptcy book that I have coming out is going to be just like this. It's going to be a small one just like this, where it's going to tell you everything that you need to do because all your steps are literally up in here. But it's going to tell you go do this step, go do that step. It's going to tell you all the steps in which you have to do it. So I'm very excited about it. But the actual book, so the next book that's coming out is the bankruptcy book. And then when I do the one for the college students, I'm gonna make a college student one just like this because college students ain't gonna have to worry about doing like no deletions and stuff like that. They probably need to talk about deletions for one day. They need to worry about building their credit, they need to worry about scholarships and stuff like that. So since I'm graduating, I want to make sure I make that book. Yes, a lot of contracts do have arbitration clauses in it. But I gotta learn it. I gotta learn it. I'm gonna stop saying I don't need that. I don't need that. But girl, shut your mouth. Yes, you do. And it's like, oh wait, I do need that though. No. Well, you in the right place if you need to learn how to repair your credit, because that's what we're doing right here. But the best thing, especially for repairing your credit, because it's coming up next, is going to be this on Saturday. So this one right here is going to start Saturday. So raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. That's what we're going to do on Saturday. So it's going to be 30 days, November 1st to the 30th. You see how we're on here? It's about to be 8 o'clock now. So that means we're finishing up our 7 o'clock class. So we got a 7 o'clock class, where it is, and then we got an 8 o'clock class where I'm basically repeating what we just did. So now it's 8 o'clock now for me, Eastern Standard Time. Basically, everybody in the 7 o'clock class. That's basically everything that we have to do today. And then a 9 o'clock class, I'm going to start doing this. So this one right here is going to go over everything I know for you to be able to boost your credit score. So I say get the package of all three of them. I still say come to the 8 o'clock class, stay for the 9 o'clock class, and that's what's going to help you get your credit score but again, the people that was in the 7 o'clock class, that's all we have to do today. Like basically, that is all we have to do today. I just needed y'all to know about those documents. So if they act like they don't know who you are, and or if you're doing your disputes, make sure you send that documentation in. And when y'all send the documentation in, just make sure you send that documentation in, the one we learned about. So tomorrow we're going to talk about organizing and tracking your disputes. This is going to be huge, especially if y'all want to do lawsuits. You have to make sure that you're tracking your stuff because they're gonna be like, so they're gonna have something where they're gonna do like a request for production, meaning I need everything that you sent in. They can ask you for whatever, and you can say yes or no whether you're gonna give it to them. But at the same time, they're gonna ask you for documents. They're gonna be like, let me get all of the dispute letters that you sent in from this date to this date. Let me get let me get this. Let me get that. You said you had this. All of the documents that you sent that you have, they're gonna be asking for it. So you need to kind of keep all that documents. All the documentation together because you gotta think about it, that's your proof. I sent you this letter here, you did not respond, and that's why we're in court. So that's like your biggest evidence. That will be your biggest proof that you're gonna need. The point that you send out your disputes, and then last but not least, not even just that, but you actually sent it out certified. So you're gonna have that tracking number. Okay, so that's gonna be the biggest part of it. So we're going to talk about tomorrow how to track your disputes. Now, the people that's in the 8 o'clock class, what we're talking about. So welcome everybody to the 8 o'clock class. What we're going to talk about today is what do you need to send with your disputes. So I have something from Equifax. Well, Equifax is saying, hey, these are the documentation. This is the documents that you can send in to us for these different situations. Y'all already have it in the course. So remember, when y'all buy any of these books, y'all all get access to the course. So y'all already will have, y'all are going to have it. Okay. So inside of here, you all have the thing, just scan. So yes, right here, you'll be able to see, y'all can never look on there. You can scan it right here up on my finger. Y'all can scan it, and then I also will send y'all access too. So usually within 24 hours, you'll be able to have that access. Y'all get the document, so that's where it's at. What you mean you got family in Midland? You mean like the collection company? Like they work there? Or you just saying like it's in Midland, the city or something? I don't know. I don't want to assume no more stuff. Y'all think I'm slow. It's just what it is. I'm not gonna assume no more. Like I'll be like, you have family at work at Midland? Da, 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 da. Oh no, 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 I'm at the city. Like, oh, I'm sorry. So that's why you see how you asking is New York and Florida laws different? I realized that we do have special laws. California even had like a special collection law. But since I go off of the FCRA, which is a federal law, that's why I want to learn. FCRA is a federal law, meaning that all of the states can be able to use that law in federal court. That's why I liked it that one instead of having to do the state laws. So when I did my case with Midland, I cited some state laws. You know, every state got their own like state laws. You have your own special state laws on how collection companies can be and all that stuff. But I liked that the federal law, which is the FCRA, about the Fair Credit Reporting Act, how they need to report. So that's the law that I went off of, and also the FDCPA for the collection companies. But that law right there, I'm not trying to give legal advice or be a lawyer or anything like that. But as far as I'm concerned, that's for all the United States. Like any state, y'all can be able to use that in federal court. Or they can use it too in state court, but they can also, anytime it's federal question, that's what this is. If it's some federal law, even if you say it in state court, they can remove it to federal court saying, no, I want a federal judge to look at this since this is a federal law. Okay, see, Casey, I'm gonna make sure I send you the information. Oh yes, I know I'm still young. I already made the decision that I'm living to 100. I think that I need to know. You know, my dad used to talk about me so much, talking about some Pookie, you ask too many questions. I'm like, I need to know. As a little kid, he said that. But that's why I know so much because I ask so many questions. I'd be like, what is this? So now I know. Like I did think like, wait, you can get some removed, but then I got confirmation. Like, hold on, before I say, you know, what it is. But I need to be able to know. Yes, I see that you ordered your book, so I'm gonna make sure I send you the information you get in the course. I'm gonna send you the information. Okay, perfect. Yes, Saturday we're gonna start. Oh, don't forget to put the other, which one? The one that's going to be a Word document? Oh, no, no, no. You're talking about the validation of debt one? Is that what the one you're talking about, Blessed, today? When you said don't forget to put that in there? Because we talked about, you're welcome. Middle of the city. I knew it. 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 See, that's why I'm not gonna say nothing else no more. I need to calm down. I didn't have coffee today, so I'm not extra lit. So, but you all today, let's talk about. I'm gonna come back to our questions, but since it's 8:05, I want to make sure that we literally stay on track. So it's 8:05, y'all. So make sure y'all know every day. I want y'all to get y'all workbooks, and I want y'all to write y'all credit scores in. Some of your live classes, if they seen that their credits, they got two cards added or something like that, and they credit scores with a 15 points, y'all need to keep track of what how y'all credit is going. So make sure that y'all writing y'all credit scores at the bottom so that y'all can track it. And if y'all we still on day 13, if y'all don't see that much of a change, just wait. Y'all still gotta wait the 30 days for y'all disputes to come back. Y'all still gotta wait on y'all credit cards to start reporting. If y'all I don't know if y'all start paying down some of y'all credit cards, y'all have to wait for that to take effect. Y'all know, give it a little bit of time. Y'all may see y'all credit scores start to go up a little bit, but I want you all to make sure that you're tracking it now so that you can see where you came from and then you'll be able to see where you ended up at. Okay. So today, what we're talking about is we're talking about the documents that you need to send in with your dispute. So that's what we're talking about today. So let me actually share my screen so you all can see it and you all will be able to see those documents. Or you know what? Let me see if I can keep the things here. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. That would be smart. Yeah, I'll share my screen so y'all can see it. That is smart. Ooh, that is so smart. Okay, so let me show y'all where it's at first and then because I added it for you all. So you all have it. So y'all know where our course have it. So this is basically the section we is because we're on day 13 right now. So let me go back. See, I know this y'all course, right? So day 11 through 20. And then the documents needed for your disputes. This is what it is. I gotta add the validation of debt letter in here, and then the language that you all will put for those collections. But we're gonna talk about collections in I think 3 days, 2 or 3 days. We're gonna really talk about these collections because it's gonna be very, very important. But the actual oh wait, I didn't make sure I didn't even show them. Sorry, you all. I'm so sorry, y'all. I gotta make sure I keep showing them the things. But here is the document here. So this is the document. This is the document that tells you what you need to actually put with your disputes. So usually when y'all do a disputes, for me not to make it so hard and difficult, a lot of times you're gonna just do the copy of your driver's license and then a copy of your social security card. As simple as that, or a copy of your passport, a copy of social security card. Okay, as simple as that. Some people do like a military ID, you can use that, but they're saying if you're disputing any of your personal information, like your name, social security number, because I heard somebody in a few days ago talk about how they couldn't get their name or something removed, and I'm like, add a new one on and tell them to remove the old one. But these are the documents that they're saying. So driver's license, your passport, copies of any court documents for the legal name change. So say if you all are getting married, you finally get a divorce, you get your name back. A copy of your birth certificate with your current name on it. A copy of your marriage certificate with your current name, or copy of your military ID. And then for social security number, if you want to make sure that that's up to date and verified, then you'll do a copy of your pay stub with your full social security number on it. Also, the copy of your W-2 form with your full social security number, or a copy of your valid social security card. So make sure that you just can see the full social security card on there. And then also, if you're disputing your current address, they say you can send in a driver's license because your driver's license gonna have your address on there. A copy of your rental agreement or your lease, a copy of your deed, copy of your mortgage or your bank statement, copy of your utility bill, which is what a lot of people do often, just their utility bill, and then your copy of your W-2 form with your correct address. Now, if you're disputing an account and you want to send details about an account, which is something I said we do that stuff in court. We'll do all that stuff in court, you should be able to say this is what's wrong. They should see it. They should fix it. If they don't, I will rather fight with this in court. But a copy of your bank statement with the account information on it, copies of the letters from the lenders or the creditors showing an account has been corrected. So we talked about that for like late payments, and then proof that the account was the result of identity theft. So like a police report. Y'all remember, and then you see how they did say anything for identity theft or FTC. But a lot of times you'll do that FTC report for the identity theft, but they're down right now because of the shutdown. Just do that police report, you all. Okay. And if they don't remove it that way and you tell them it's identity theft, you make it very clear. I'm telling you, any lawyer take your case if it's identity theft. They love those cases. They're so simple. It is what it is. They got to prove it. They are not going to be able to prove it's you, especially if that debt really not yours. Copies of your bankruptcy documents, copies of your student loan disability letters, and then copies of any canceled checks. So they're saying like if you got certain situations, this is what you can send in all your documents. But again, don't make it hard. Just do your driver's license and your social security card. Only reason why I say I would wait to send these documents in when you actually, if I actually had a lawsuit, I would wait to send these documents in, because even if y'all send these documents in, y'all gonna find out the hard way. Y'all can send them all types of documents. Even if y'all send it in, they got their e-Oscar system scanning it. They're not really looking at it, so they're not even gonna look at the information anyway. They're gonna still keep it on there. So you done took your time, got all these documents together, sent it into them, and they didn't even remove it. They didn't even do what you wanted them to do. So I just say, now that I know you playing games with them, I wouldn't play any games with them too much. I'll just send in what I know I need to send in, something to show that you are who you are. And usually you don't even need to send in your driver's license and your social security card. As long as your name and your address is correct and you got that same name and address on your dispute letter, you should be good. Okay, you shouldn't have to send in anything else. Okay, so just keep that in mind. As long as you got that information correct, your name and address, you shouldn't have to send them no any other documents. Don't forget, I always think about this credit as you're innocent until you're proven guilty. You put this on my credit report. You saying is correct. I'm not going to sit here and try to argue with you about what's correct or not correct, especially when I can see the differences because I taught you all the differences. Let them all figure that stuff out. And I learned that a lot even with going to school. My professor talked about that. So yeah, that's all the documents that you needed. So that's what we was talking about, have to talk about today. The documents that you all will need to send in when you do your disputes. So these are all of the documents that you all will need to send in when you do your disputes. So that is basically everything that we have to talk about. We have to talk about those documents today. Now tomorrow we're going to talk about like organizing it. Y'all know how y'all already send out dispute letters. I'm gonna teach you all kind of how to organize it. If you all are a member or if I sent out your certified disputes, I automatically like I have somebody's stuff right here. I automatically keep all of y'all stuff is like in one of these, and I have file contents. I already keep your stuff in here. I already keep track of like all your certified letters. So just let me give you an example of what it would kind of look like. Like I would have it all together basically, and then like you see like this certified at the top right here. So I would just keep everything like together and organized in here so that when it's time to do what we need to do, we can do what we need to do. Basically, it's all organized. But I'm gonna teach you all how to organize y'all stuff on y'all end too, because that's just what I do with like the people that's a member of my membership. But I want you all to be able to do the same thing. Oh, and now I'm neglecting y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me show you all too. So this is what I do. Like I just put it all in here. Everybody have their own thing as long as I'm sending out disputes for you. And then I would just keep everything organized. Like as you can see, you're like your certified dispute, your tracking is in there. I attach it to y'all letters, so I can keep track of this is when they actually got it, all that stuff. But I keep it organized like that, and then I keep it organized digitally. But honestly, when you all are a member and I'm sending out certified disputes for you all, my assistants will know that you got certified disputes, but they won't know any. I don't let them know all of the other stuff. I keep all of that stuff tracked on this end. I just don't want them. This is some real stuff. Like I don't want them to tweak something, mess something up on accident or a freak accident, delete it. I don't know. I'm like that because you gotta think about it. You thinking you finna sue, and it's like, oh, we don't have the tracking thing, or where is it? I don't want to do that. I will lose it. Like this is a huge thing. Um, so I just keep everything organized on my end. But let me know if you all have any questions, because that's really everything that we were talking about. Tomorrow I'm gonna teach y'all how to organize everything. So I'll show y'all like ways how y'all can just keep everything organized. And I tell people, do not make it hard. Y'all see how we got something like this, right? Yeah, I got this for y'all. If y'all going through something or y'all just don't know how to organize, just get y'all a few of these. Label one of them TransUnion, one of them Equifax, one of them Experian. Get y'all some little sticky notes. I can't let y'all read my sticky notes because I be writing everything down. But get y'all some little sticky notes, and then y'all can write little dates on here. Y'all can put y'all stickers on it. Y'all know y'all keep up with y'all tracking. Y'all gonna have y'all little receipts like this. Y'all can just drop it all in the folder, and y'all can get y'all some little. Y'all see, I got all these little paper clips. You can just have your little paper clips, clip everything together. You'll be able to keep everything organized. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. And then I'll teach you all how to keep everything digitally too, because my professor also had us doing a thing. I never finished it, honestly, because I was like, I don't need this class. It was so much work in that class, that second class. They was trying to teach you how to keep certain files digitally and all this stuff, like as if you worked in a law firm. And I was like, this is too much. This is a class on its own. But I think I should go back and do it if I still have time. I think I probably when I did that class this year, I think they probably give you a year. I'm gonna double check and see. But I'll teach you all how to be able to keep everything organized. Um, and I didn't have everything digital. A lot of stuff I had to make digital for like my case. So let me see. Yeah, we gonna all live 100 plus. I just want to be able to see like the generations to come. That's why I really want to make sure I lived a long time. But let me see if I missed any of y'all questions. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, okay, don't forget to put the other dispute letter in today's class. Yeah, so let me know, hopefully you said something about that. Yeah, federal law is useful in all states, yes. That's good. I hope I'm blessed today. I hope you were talking about because I said I was gonna give you all the a different validation of that letter. I'm going to add that because y'all need to have it in 2 days anyway. I'll just add it right now, especially if y'all dealing with the problem. Oh, look at this spider. But at the same time, too, I don't want y'all to send the wrong letter in. I really don't. So I really want to wait a little bit now because I thought I was sending, like, let's say I thought I was sending you a certain letter. You said, "Oh, these people text me," and then it turned out it's on your credit report in the letter. I thought I was sending you would have been a crazy letter. They'd be like, "Girl, you messing up." So I'd rather wait a little bit, but let me know what letter though. Oh, that's good. I forgot what they call it too when you can walk away from your house debt free. It's basically where they don't come after you for that balance on the end. Like if you still owe a balance, just them getting a house is good enough for you. If they at a loss or whatever, they just let it. They're like, okay, it is what it is. I forgot the name of that. And that's probably because I'm just learning so much, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Some of them come after you for that extra balance, and some of them like, all right, forget it, going about your business. Yes, beautiful millionaires. I like that. But hello to you. It's so much stuff. I thought I can just like see y'all comments, but it's literally so much of like stuff. Like this person came in, that person come in. What happens when the debt buyer sues you and you didn't go to court and there's a judgment? Then they can garnish your wages, you know. They if you didn't go, they automatically get a default judgment against you. So I thought I had got a default judgment against Midland because they didn't come to our court case, and I'm like, this can't be that easy. That's because they already removed it to federal court, though. I thought that they just didn't come, and I because the judge was like, well, it looked like the Midland is not here. um Type up a document telling me what money you want and what you want me to put in your judgment. I'm like, oh my gosh, but because that's how it's supposed to happen. But if you don't go to court and they got a judgment, you literally, you can ask them to reopen that judgment. But you have a judgment, you have to take care of that judgment. Because don't forget, y'all, the judgment is what we were just talking about earlier in the last class. And the last class, somebody asked, hey, how can I get eviction off of my state record? And I was like, hey, that stuff is really in your city or your county. It's not like in your state. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to work to get that thing removed, that judgment. And we also talked about too, because I was like, oh, when I was younger, the landlord sued me, but I ended up doing a counterclaim. So it actually helped me because I ended up getting $2,000 from her. And, and what I just found out, they said that, let me get my computer charger, y'all. They said that you can get it removed if you actually won in 2 years. So maybe you try to see if it got open, if they didn't do what they needed to do properly, you know. And they said too, one thing I learned also in my class that I didn't know about it, they said too, if you were going through something really bad and you didn't go to court because you was going through something bad, that would be a reason to open it up. But usually she said, what my professor said, a lot of times once you get that judgment, you're gonna have to just try to work out something with that company because the courts is not gonna want to open it up. Which I didn't do. So I sold the house and we didn't do this ourselves. So everything I owned was in my credit. Y'all didn't do or y'all did do? If I had a judgment, what would I do? I would ask ChatGPT. That's what I would do because I don't know. I honestly don't know about that one. If you already got a judgment, because it could be probably a way that you can wiggle out of it, you know. Do you have any circumstances as why you didn't go? Because at this point, this is remember the thing is I want us to avoid to get the judgment. And a lot of stuff that I'm telling y'all to do is gonna be based off of experience. I didn't go through the point where I already had a judgment and now I need to do anything about it. Only thing I would think about is try to see if you could probably like settle it, but I don't know if it's like a pay for deletion thing, like they're gonna delete it off your court records. But you definitely want to get that taken care of because you know they can come after you and garnish your wages at any time. So maybe you just want to call and try to get it settled with them in general, to be honest with you, because that's a new one on me. I'm just going when I get out of school, I really I don't think I'm when I get out of school, to be honest with y'all, as much as I'm saying I want to do y'all cases, I'm gonna open a law firm and we're just gonna do these type of cases. So we're gonna be a consumer. What the heck is this? Jalea. Jalea. Somebody is on my live and I don't know how to take them off. Hurry up and come in here. Like what is this, y'all? Oh, they gone. Oh my god. Somebody came on the live and they was in the house. Somebody came on the live, so like it pushed it to the side and I'm like, Talia, come here. Like somebody like I was gonna you know how people be doing them battles and stuff like that? They came on like that. But they just disappeared. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I didn't know what to say. Oh, that scared me so bad. But I'm gonna open a law firm basically, and we're gonna help with lawsuits like this. Basically, is what we're gonna do. You, if you never got your official papers from like a judgment, you should be able to go down to the courthouse about the judgment. You can get all the documents for them. Like if you never got your official papers, you should be able to go down to the courthouse and get it. All you owe is the electric bill. That's good then. Oh, I invited them by accident, and they probably was trying to leave too. I'm like, how did I accept this? What y'all gonna say to them? Told you I got my back. I don't know what to say. That scared me so bad. Woo! That really scared me so bad. But I asked the last class this. So the people that's really in the 8 o'clock class, okay, so we already know what documents y'all need to have, what y'all need to do. Where are we at right now? Because you know our deadlines. We already supposed to have our dispute letters out. Do everybody already got their dispute letters out? Are we still on track as a whole class, at 8 o'clock class? Also too, I told y'all by November 1st, we need to have those 4 credit cards. How is everybody with their credit cards? Do y'all need me to go over some credit cards right now so y'all can make sure y'all hit y'all target? You know, how is everybody with their credit cards? And then also in the last class, somebody brought up that they applied for Discover, and Discover told them to come back in 8 days and apply again. Basically, I guess it was more like a denial, just but you know, come back in 8 days and try again. And I was letting you all know that if you do get a denial when you all apply for the credit cards, which I was showing y'all the pre-qualified without a hard inquiry credit cards, that way they'll tell y'all yes or no. That way y'all don't have to get that hard inquiry. But if y'all do get a hard inquiry and they give you a denial, look at the document that they send in the mail because they'll tell you exactly why they denied you. Okay, but how is everybody with their stuff now? Because we had to make sure we already had what was our deadline? Last Saturday was everybody sent in their dispute so we can work to get all of the negative accounts removed from our credit reports. And now I just told you all that by Saturday, I need y'all to have 4 credit cards. How is everybody with that? And if y'all make sure that y'all do that, when we start doing this right here, like when we start doing your raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days, you all are going to make sure that y'all really on track for this. That's when y'all really want to see like a lot of stuff because y'all already started doing a lot of stuff that I'm gonna tell you how to do in here. And I know later on in this book, we're going to really talk about, like, getting credit cards and stuff like this. But this book right here is not at no like particular pace. It's just, it teaches you along the way and stuff like that. But I still want y'all to kind of get y'all credit scores up as much as y'all can too. Because some of y'all need to do balance transfers, and y'all know y'all need to really have the best credit score y'all can to be able to get balance transfers. So that's why I said I want y'all to make sure that y'all have y'all credit cards. Make sure that y'all have y'all 4 credit cards by Saturday. Okay, that's what the thing was. And I kept telling a lot of people to come to y'all class, in particular the 8 o'clock class, because if you come to the 8 o'clock class, then you can stay for the 9 o'clock class, which is this year. Okay. Okay, you got dropped in by accident. Yeah, so I feel like you didn't miss much. All we did was we just literally sent in our dispute letters. You're gonna have all of the recordings so you can watch them. You can pick which one you want to like which class you want to watch, whether it's gonna be set up 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It's basically the same information for this. But if I ever miss anything from the 7 o'clock, I can tell you all that, or if there's something from the 7 o'clock I thought was important, I can tell at 8 o'clock. So I would suggest you watch the 8 o'clock, and then all you have to do is just make sure that you send out your disputes right away. But since you're just now starting, even if you was to just start this on Friday and just make sure that you're on track. So the first thing I would tell you is just first, you want to get your credit report. You want to find everything. If you have anything negative, like late payments, collections, charge off, anything you got negative, you want to just get that stuff deleted. Even if you don't owe it anymore, you send the debt is wiped out, or say like you said you had a mortgage years ago. If that thing's still in your credit report, you gotta get that stuff deleted. So I would say get that stuff deleted right away, and then start doing this. Still staying for this so that you can learn, though. It's important so you can like stay for this and learn, because you see I went over the documents. I'm just gonna tell y'all, put your ID and social security card. I'm not even gonna come and teach y'all. Well, Equifax said that you can send this in. I'm not doing that. It's gonna be Equifax, TransUnion, Experian will take your driver's license, social security card, send in your disputes. So this one right here is more of a fast pace, but I think that you'll be really good with just starting this. So I think that you're still at a good time, because we start this on November 1st. Just stay for the 9 o'clock when we're gonna actually do this. And since it's Wednesday, we got Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. You got 3 more days. Every single day, I'm giving you all a cheat code. Have all of these things done before class start. That's what's gonna get you all ahead. So that's what we're gonna go over for this one. So in your situation, I would say just listen to like one of the 9 o'clocks. You got 3 days, or listen to one of the previous ones, because you're gonna have a course. You can listen to one of the previous ones and just do what I'm telling you all to do, and then just become prepared for this, and then continue to come for this, where I start educating you all on different topics. Because once you get done doing this, I just feel like y'all should never have to ask anybody to do y'all credit, look at y'all credit, nothing. Y'all should know everything. Like, I'm literally not holding back any of my knowledge. And if I don't know something, I'll tell y'all like I don't know, or like I just looked up some stuff if I have to. And it's like, okay, well, that's what it is. Now, I didn't know about thing with the thing with the evictions on the county records. I know like where it would be at, but I would still look that thing up. But as much as I know, I'm basically teaching you all. So I definitely think you all should still come for this one. But a lot of people should be prepared for this one. But I don't know. I guess I got to see where everybody is at, what everybody is doing, so I can really know how everything is going. But you're gonna have access to the course. You're gonna have everything you need, all your documents you're gonna need. Just send out your dispute letters as soon as possible, and then too, you have the option to do like the 6 months of free letters. Um, and then also, not only do you have the option of the 6 months of free letters, you have the option of me actually creating them for you. So yeah, you'll be able to have that option too. Okay, so that is good to be able to see. This thing here. So let me show you the documents that you're going to need so that you can go ahead and get a head start on everything. So let me pull it up here and then I'll show you. Okay, hold on. I'm almost done pulling it up. What is going on over here? Okay, here he is here. Okay, so here's the course here. So let me show you so that you can go ahead and know you. I'm going to show you basically where everything is at so you can get a head start. And anybody else too, when you get the books that you see down below, you are going to have access to a free course with all of the documents that you all are going to need. So I want you to go ahead and get the documents and it's going to make it better for you. Okay, where am I supposed to be pressing? Okay, there we go. Okay, let me flip it. Okay, so this is the course here, right? So this is the 6 months of free dispute letters. That's if you want my team to create the letters for you, or if you want to join my membership. My membership is usually like $100 to start, then $29 a month. You all don't have to pay the $100 to start. You all could just go right into it for the $29 a month because you already have the books. I know y'all gonna know what to do. Y'all not gonna be wasting any time or whatnot. And then that's where you can get all the dispute letters you ever need. We can mail them for you, or you can mail them. I can create your letters for you. And then the best thing I think about the membership is that you'll have access to talk to me. I only talk to members. I talked last week. I talked to people that wasn't a member, but not anymore. I have to focus on only the members. So I do calls. I'm sorry. Last week I talked to people that wasn't a member, but not anymore. But since you all already had a membership for $29 per month, plus be able to have all the disputes, I think that's the best thing about it because you all can be able to schedule a call with me. I do want you all to watch these here, like these five right here. I want you all to watch these here. And then this basically telling you like for the 75 days, it just tell you like the journey that you're going to be on. And then before I started going live, kind of like how at 9 o'clock, I'm still going to do the raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days, telling you all what to do to get prepared. I did recordings during that time. We talked about a lot. People ask questions, but here's day 1 through 10, and then days 11 through 20. So if we click on here. So these are the documents. So the dispute reasons. So you all want to get certain things deleted from your credit reports. These are the reasons as to why they should get deleted. You have a dispute letter in here to send to the credit bureaus. It's a packet of letters. You have a you have the what the heck am I trying to say? You have the dispute letter, you have the address to the credit bureaus in here, you have inquiry removal letter, you have a debt settlement letter. If you do want to settle, somebody said something about like a pay for deletion, you do have a pay for deletion in here, which is basically that debt settlement letter if you all want to do it. So that's what you will have inside of there. And then I did an example of disputes because we made dispute letters right here inside the class a few days ago. So we did some together so you all can know how to do it. You don't need us to do it, but I taught you all how to be able to do your own goodwill letters. This is for if you have late payments on your credit reports. It's something called a goodwill letter that you want to send in to the company that's on your credit report. So if you got late payments with Navy Federal, you want to send this letter to Navy Federal. If you have late payments with Discover, whoever it is, you want to send this to them asking them to remove the late payments. Okay. And then somebody early on said that they had a hard problem getting a bank account. And I was like, oh, I have something called a check system letter. So when I was in high school, I was a teller at the bank. So I knew it was something like check systems. If you want to get a bank account, your check systems need to be clean because check system is like basically your credit report, but it says who you owe basically. Like if you never paid a certain bank account, it was closed, any fraud, it will be on here. So I said, okay, use a dispute letter to clean up your check systems. For all the people that need it, that dispute letter is there for you all to be able to use. And then the credit reporting agencies, their contact information, that's what this is here. And then two, in my class, my professor talked about inside of here. So in my Suing to Win, when I put this together on how to be able to sue, she talked about how you need to talk about how your credit score in fact impacted your life, good and bad. So I have a lot of things here so that you have to have damages. That's what my professor taught me. So you got to have damages. So I talked about 20 ways of credit score impacted you, good and bad. Especially for those people that need a complaint, when you can put some of that stuff in your complaint. I can't get a car, I can't get this, I can't get that. You'll be able to put that in there. What the heck is this on my screen? I clean my screen, huh? Also too, the first 4 days of that Strong in 75 workbook is here, and then 20 examples of things that you can do to improve your credit score in a week, like something that you can do this week to start improve your credit score. And then day two is like some struggles that you all may have. So these are all the documents that are in the days 1 through 10 right now. And then right now we're in days 11 through 20. So we just started. We're still on day 13. So far the documents is the dispute documents as needed, what we just did right now, and then the dispute letter. So I showed you all how you can make 13 additional dispute letters by just using this here, basically for like late payments, foreclosures, bankruptcies, collections, charge-offs, identity theft. We went over so many different reasons as to why accounts should be deleted, and we went over it right here live. So this is what this is here. So those are the documents so far. We still got plenty more to go over. As y'all can see, these are, I did the Strong in 75 in the summer. So that's what these is here. So you see you have days 1 through 10. That's just laying the foundation. This is where we're at. So I have all of the old stuff from when I did it before. We're going to talk about mastering late payments, collections, and utilizations for days 21 through 30. Then we're going to continue to go over credit utilization, new accounts, and then smart ways to boost your credit. Then we're going to talk about some credit habits and then strategic growth. Then days 51 through 60, we're going to talk about mastering loans, debt, and credit protection. Don't forget, this is what I'm talking to you right now. This is what you get when you purchase any of the books down below. This is a free course that come with it and all the documents and everything. Protecting your rights, credit, and your financial future. That's going to be the last section. So these are all of the things that we're going to eventually go over. So right now, what we're doing is we're just still working. We're only on day 13. So we're not anywhere. We got to go 75 days. So until New Year's Eve, that's going to be our last day for this section. So we're only 13 days in. I think the only thing that was special done was disputes. But I'm telling y'all, I think y'all need to do this, because once y'all realize how fast y'all can raise your credit score in 30 days, once you get that and you start doing what you need to do, you can boost your credit score fast. Yes, I think that you all should still learn credit, still come to this, but you all definitely need to be able to do the steps to raise your credit score fast. Like that's going to be the thing that I really want you all to be able to learn. Because once you learn that, you'll learn not to mess up your credit and you'll know how to quickly fix your credit. So that would be the biggest thing. Like, how to not mess it up no more, and then how to fix it on your own if you need to. And I plan on having that course around for a long time, especially while I'm in law school. That's why I want to record this there, so that when I'm in law school and I decide I don't want to come live like this, do the whole thing again, I'll be able to have all of that information there. So, yeah, I suggest just go through there, send your dispute letters out, and be on time for this. And then, too, also, if you have time, just stay, because I'm going to give you a whole list of everything that you're going to have to do so that you can be on track for this. So basically, raise your credit score the 100 points in 30 days. And that's basically what it is. That's what we're going to do for this one at the 9 o'clock hour. I'm going to teach you all what you need to do to be able to do that. But let me see if I missed anything while I was scrambling on. Nope, I didn't miss anything. Okay, well, I hope everybody have their things together for the flyers. But I have been seeing comments, so I'm very happy with the comments I've been seeing. The people that's a member, I'm happy about the people that's actually doing what they need to do as part of the membership. But remember, this right here, how I'm making it now, I don't want you all just come in here and listen to me. I don't. I want y'all to apply what I'm teaching you all. I want to order my credit report so I can see what my credit score is at, but I know it's fine. That's why you should go. Let me see, because it's only $1. Let me show you. So 6 months right here, and then it's $1. So I figure about like 10 o'clock, 10:30. Um yeah, I figure around like 10 o'clock, 10:30, you'll be able to access it. You'll be able to have the link so then you can go in there and get it. And you ordered your books yesterday. Did you get the text message for the did you get the text message for the course? You sent you got your books yesterday. You ordered the books yesterday at least. And thanks so much for ordering. You gonna follow along with us? I know some people too, they think that they can just get the book and it's like, oh, I'll just do it all on my own. And you can. But I really think that course is so valuable because if you have any hiccup or if you got any problem, you can easily tell me about it and I can help provide those documents for you, you know. And then we're going along with it together. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. And let me while we're ahead, let me actually go ahead and start changing our stuff over because I've made the 100 points in 30 days for those people that literally have where is that? Favorites maybe? I guess not. Let me see. I made it for the people that really want to see like a quick boost in their credit scores. That's what I made it for. So let me find it. Yeah, here it is right here. So this is I got it for the people. If your credit score is low, like how you said, oh my credit scores is like you said, oh my credit score is like a 544. Okay, fine. That's how fast your credit score you can get your credit scores to go fast. So the books are down below. You all should be able to see the pen book, right? Is it still pinned? You all should be able to see like that pen book. Let me unpin it and pin it again. And then too, I might have some coupons like over here, like over in this section right over here somewhere. You all should be able to probably have some coupons there. Let me see. Let me keep this up here. Okay, perfect. So yeah, so now you know about the reports and where you at. And then again, the books is down below. I'm on. Okay, perfect. So if you already got your books, I don't know what books you got. So we just basically today is the this book right now is 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Today is day 13. We talked about what you need to include with your disputes. So this one right here is just overall teaching you about your credit. So it's 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So it's only 15 minutes left of this one. But since we already went over everything, I'm just answering questions, seeing where everybody is at. And then for this one starts November 1st. This is to raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. And when I say 100 points, I mean like this, like 100 points on one bureau. So if your credit scores is very low, don't feel no type of way about it. I finally got this spider. Don't feel no type of way about it. Julie, can you bring me a napkin or a tissue? I got this little spider. It's a little baby. I hope he ain't got no brothers and sisters. But don't feel no type of way about it because this is what we're going to be working on to increase your credit score like that. Also, if you want to become a member, did you actually log into the course? Because I should have gave you should already have access to it because it says it right there at the top. Let me see. Yeah, it says it right there at the top. Okay, let me flip my screen for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the course, right? And then the six months of free dispute letters and credit membership. No, he's still alive. I smashed his little butt. It was gonna get me. Little spider ain't gonna get me. So you have the step one, step two, step three, step 4, and then this is optional. But this is step 5 as you was talking about. But this is optional. So people that want to get the 6 months of dispute letters is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You want to stay, actually get your dispute letters done for you. We mail them out for you. Then it's step 5. That's what it is. And then what you'll get is you get the monthly calls with me. We'll mail your dispute letters for you. Then you got ongoing support and resources, and then you got unlimited access to dispute letters. So you're gonna have more dispute letters than what's in here. Okay, so that's what that is. But I hope that you were able to I hope that you were able to get in your course. So anybody that purchased will automatically give y'all the access to it. Because I need y'all to go in there and get that stuff. Because a lot of people be like, well, what's this at? What's that? Where is that? Da, 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 da. And I'll be like, it's you have the course, it's in the course. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome about where to get the books. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, what we're gonna really start is this is the one that we're gonna start. We're gonna all do this together. This is the main one I think that we all y'all all should do together. So this one is going to start on Saturday. So this is gonna start Saturday at 9 o'clock. So this is gonna be the one that I think that especially y'all just not coming in. We already started this class right here, which is the 8 o'clock class. You know, a lot of them already know what they need to do. Now we're just talking about certain things. They know that they need to do today. It's just today was just a learning day about what to send in with your disputes. So that was what day 13 was about today. So now this one right here is going to be every day something that we're going to have to do. So this is the one I think that you should all just be prepared to get done. And then I have a whole list of stuff that I want us to I go over to say you have this, and that done. And then once you have these things done, you'll be more than prepared for Saturday. But the thing is, for this book right here, I'm going to tell you what we need to do to get it done. I'm going to tell you exactly how to get it done, where to get it done, all these different things. But once I tell y'all about one subject, such as, oh, y'all need to get stuff deleted, once we talk about disputes, we're not talking about it anymore. We're not talking about it anymore. You will send. Yes, so I'll send it. So I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so I usually send about like 10:30. So like around 10:30, 11 o'clock at the latest, I would say. You'll have it. So this one right here is 75 classes. So basically to December 31st. That's what this one is. So this one is 75 classes, the strongest 75. So this one lasts until December 31st. And this one right here is 30 classes because so this one right here is raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days, but it's literally day 1, day 2. It tell you 30 days what you need to do every single day. So like how I told you all that we need to do our disputes or whatnot. I believe that's on like what, day 3? Let me see. So to start your dispute. So like this is what it looks like. Okay, well, let me see. Let me make sure that they can see. So this is what it looked like. It tells you like exactly what you need to do for your disputes. But can you see up here where it says like day 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? That's because it's telling you all of those days about disputes. All of those days are in this workbook here. I created this workbook and I started doing this with everybody. I did this in the summer. I got so bored, y'all. I was like, this is just because I'm teaching it, but at the same time, I was like, I'm just so bored with it. And now I stretched it for a whole hour. So this one right here, like once we talk about disputes, we're not talking about it no more. So every day is gonna be something y'all have to do. Is this is what it's basically gonna look like, tell you everything you need to do, and then all of the documents that y'all need is in the course. So this one right here is gonna be 30 days. So from the 1st of November to the 30th of November. And then we're gonna do it again from December 1st to December 30th. Oh, so that I think I see what you're talking about. So you say you talk about the last live class on Saturday. So the class is every single day at 9 p.m. That's what this is because we're doing it together. It's not going to be like, oh, one class, this is all you need to do. It's not that. It's me holding your hand because I'm already going to tell you exactly everything that you need to do to raise your credit score. We're going to go over that probably Saturday and Sunday. Like after that, y'all know what y'all going to need to do. We're going to just start implementing everything. Because if I tell y'all everything that y'all need to do, I just feel like people, and I don't feel like, I know for sure people don't do it. if I just say, "Oh, here go y'all course," a lot of people I can see who actually log in, how many times they log in, what they click. I can see everything, and I realize y'all not going to do a lot of stuff. So that's why every single day we're doing it together. So like it'd be 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or you can watch the recording at your own. You watch the recording at your own pace, and then you can just do everything that we had to do that day. So day one, yeah, get your credit report. So I expect on day one on Saturday, I'm gonna teach y'all how to get y'all credit reports for free, how to get them for $1. I expect y'all to do that day. So when we come back on Sunday, everybody should have their dispute letter. I mean, everybody should have their credit reports. And then I'm gonna teach y'all, okay, y'all got y'all credit reports. Let's figure out all of the errors y'all have. Let's figure out how to get y'all credit scores up. That's the day where I feel like really teach y'all how to get y'all credit scores up, period. But after that day, after I teach y'all that, it's gonna be straight implement everything I told y'all on how to get your credit scores up. So that's what it is. So how can I get my books by Saturday? Is today Thursday? Friday. Oh wait, no. Okay, see, I don't think you're gonna have it by Saturday. It's not Monday. But this book right here, like for people that could get this ahead of time, what I'll do is I'll send you the course. Just text me and say, hey, send me the first few days of the book. I can send you the first few days. You can have a picture of it. But the class is going to be here. But I can send you a picture for the first few days. Like, say you purchase your books, they're not gonna come on time. Then I can send you an actual picture of the first few days. That way you'll have it. Yeah, but that's where you will be able to have it, and then you could be able to fill it in. I just suggest that you have like some type of piece of paper or something to the side so you could be able to work on it. Basically, um, you can be able to transfer those notes over. So that's what this one is here. Do we need all three books? I do think that y'all need all three books. It's only if y'all really have, like, if y'all know y'all have collections and charge also y'all credit reports. I do think that y'all need all three. So the thing is, this book right here is gonna teach you all about the credit, and then while you're doing this book, like I already told you, this book right here gonna tell you go to these pages inside of this book. That's what these two books are for. And then if y'all know y'all got collections in charge of, I say get this book because I don't want y'all to know legally what y'all can be able to do if these accounts don't come off. So with this book right here, I have settlements with all three. I sued all three collection bureaus. I mean, all three credit bureaus. I sued collection companies and creditors, and I have settlements with all three credit bureaus and collect. I have settlements with collection companies. So I basically took a class to show how I was able to do that. Took a class to teach me how to be able to do that, and I put all of my notes right here in this book. So if they don't delete this stuff from your credit reports, I do suggest people take legal action, or I also suggest that you all get a lawyer to be able to help y'all take legal action. But in this book right here, teach y'all how to get money from them not deleting accounts from your credit reports, how to get money, how to get deletions, and how to actually get results. But that's what this book is. So I'm going to teach you all based off of, are y'all going to think about taking legal action legally? Are y'all really going to do something about it? Or y'all just going to let us down your credit reports? There's two routes that you can technically go because I teach y'all different tricks in terms of how to get those accounts off. Yes, you can DM me here. Yes, you can. I make sure I answer my messages. I try to stay within like 24 hours. Like if you all message me, I try to answer within 24 hours. That's what I try to do. But the lawyers so what you're doing right now, so with the FCRA, no lawyer should charge you at all for the FCRA. They should take on all of our cases without us paying. Oh, thank you so much. So you don't have to pay for a lawyer. You don't have to pay for a lawyer. The problem is that lawyers are not just taking the cases, period. That's the biggest problem. It's not even about paying for them. They're just not taking the cases in general. And that's why I did this book right here to like show y'all how to be able to do it on yourself. Do it yourself so that you're not so intimidated. You'll be able to do this stuff for yourself. But you shouldn't have to pay for a lawyer. They're going to get paid when they settle out the case. They're going to get paid from the other team, and they already know that. When y'all contact these lawyers, they're not going to be looking for no money for y'all. They're going to be like, "What is your case?" And they're going to say that they want to get the money from the other, get the lawyer from the settlement. Which one you need to get the suing to win? A lot of people been selling this book out, and I honestly was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of them." I ran out of them. I had to wait to get I have to wait to get more, but I gotta wait till they actually create them. So I'm like, oh my gosh. But the people that's in the 8 o'clock class, y'all know what y'all need to do. Make sure that y'all have your 4 credit cards by Saturday, because that's what the goal is. So y'all can kind of stay on track and y'all can get the results that you want. So make sure you have your 4 credit cards by Saturday. We already sent out disputes. If y'all still trying to tag along with the 8 o'clock class, just make sure y'all have y'all disputes out. I know I've been talking to some people, and some people like, oh, I didn't get it out yet, all this stuff. To be honest with y'all, come to this one then, because and make sure y'all be on track for this, because a lot of people, I feel like that this one right here is 75 days. Some people, they're gonna fall off of this right here. But if y'all only have 30 days of what y'all have to do, and y'all can go back and see like old recordings and stuff like that, I feel like y'all can hang on more with this because it's 30 days. I told y'all I get bored. I get bored because it's 75 days. It's like stuff that y'all need to learn, and it's every single day. But it's one of them things where you just locking in on your credit. Have y'all never locked in on something? And they talked about this great lock in on TikTok. So I was like, okay, y'all want to do a great lock in? I'm going to show y'all how to lock in. So even if y'all have like low credit scores like this is like results from one of my clients. In 30 days, this is what happened. Like their credit scores went up this amount in 30 days. So that's why I was trying to teach y'all how to raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. And then even with these credit scores not good either. Y'all got to continue to go and raise your credit scores even more. But if y'all do this in 30 days, like I'm doing it November 1st to the 30th, and then y'all go ahead and do it again with us December 1st to the 30th, I will hope that y'all get these results or even more. Even if y'all fall short and y'all only get 50 points per bureau, just keep doing what you need to do to increase your credit score, and you're going to see your credit score continue to go up. So that's why I had that up there, because I know a lot of people gonna fall off. That's why I say go ahead and do the raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. That way you'll know what you need to do. You'll start taking a lot of action on your credit, and you start seeing your credit score go up. That's how y'all gonna be able to see like a lot of results, and then y'all gonna be able to stick with it too. But I think I definitely still have some of those books in stock. And I'm going to talk more about the sewer process, but y'all have to keep in mind too, when y'all get settlements from certain companies, y'all know how these companies out here doing this NDA and all this stuff, you got settlements, they don't want you to talk about it. It's only so much that I can be able to tell you all too in general about the case, what happened, but the good thing is that I took 2 courses before I even did my lawsuit. So I'm literally telling you everything that I learned from the course, which is the most valuable thing. And of course, it taught me how to sue in general. So whether I was suing for a car accident, whether I was suing for a slip and fall, whatever it was, I was taught how to be able to sue in that way. So I was able to piece it all together and put it all in here for you all to know exactly what to be able to do. And I heard a lot too, when me having 3 separate cases, I sued with creditors at first. Then I sued again, just one collection company. And my last lawsuit was all 3 creditors and a collection company. I have a lot of experience. This is not my first time. I have a lot of experience. So I was able to, know what everything was, what it was and wasn't what it wasn't. So I just put it all in here so that you all would be able to just know the right steps, and you just take that action and don't think about nothing else. Just because I even when I did my last case, I was overthinking it. Like, don't think about nothing else. Like, my professor said, this is what it is, Rakita. And I'm like, there gotta be more to it. And it's not. So, and I realized that in court. She said a lot of cases settle before it go to trial, and it is what it is. She was definitely right. But I'll see you all. That was an 8 o'clock class. I will see you all later. We're gonna get down to work on what I need you all to do to be prepared for this class here. And like I said too, these are not your end all credit scores. I just wanted to show you that you can raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. And when y'all get the book, y'all going to realize too that these results right here are real. Like, I actually created this cover myself. These are results from my actual clients. So this result right here, I'm going to show you where I got the screenshot from. So they got 129 points. And this wasn't technically in 30 days. This right here was like in a week. But, we had to do the disputes that technically had to be 30 days. So that's why I say it. So let me show you all those disputes. And then let's get into what you all need to be able to do to get your credit scores up. So let me show you all those results if I can find it. Yep, here it is right here. So, like I said, let me flip it. This right here, these results right here, you can see it kind of blurry. These are actual results from one of my clients. So all of these they're all results. So look, their credit scores went up 129 points. Can y'all see that went up 129 points? But what happened was I was able to get their bankruptcy deleted from their credit reports. I got their student loan removed from their credit reports, and then their payment history changed. They said missed payments was added, but sometimes they just move around your payment history. And then also too, they paid down their credit card 60 points. Now we still had other, you see how their credit scores is still at a 765. We still had other accounts that we still need to get deleted. That's why I say remarks was added to the account. A lot of times the remarks is the account is in dispute or something like that. So they still have more stuff that they need to work on, but that don't mean that they can't continue to work on it. So I say, hey, if you can get these results in 30 days or even get these results, you in the 400s and in the 500, you barely got to 500 there. And then now you in the 600 and 500. Imagine if you just continue to do what you need to do for 6 months, where you would be. So that's why I like to show this here, because if you continue to do what you need to do for 6 months, and this is where you start, and you probably think it is no hope. My credit score is so low. It's at five. It is hope. So it's at 500, it's at 400. I can't do what I need to do. That's why I kind of like to show these results here, because you'll see that you can definitely raise your credit scores a lot. And look, they say August 3rd, this is what happened. So this is not this is not a year-long process. These are just the changes that happen at that particular time. And y'all know what it looked like on Credit Karma when y'all do like the see what's changed. That's exactly what that is. Those results are from there. But also, I have other clients that had some great results too, and it didn't even take a month. So, 91 points, 113 points. So I don't care where your credit scores are at. It's a lot of things that we can do to be able to get your credit scores up. See how the credit score is 87 points here. And then I love to show these results right here. These are from somebody that has some secure credit cards. I told them, hey, listen, you're in a 500, do not trip. Just get you some secure credit cards. Let's work to remove them accounts from your credit reports. And this is what they got to in 6 months. So that's why I told you all, don't trip. Just get your 4 credit cards. I'm going to go over that shortly. Get your 4 credit cards. And if you can't get the credit cards that you want and you only got to settle with the secure credit cards, be okay with that. Just be okay with that, because eventually you're going to get where you need to go. So this is what happened. It went from the 500 to the 700s in less than 6 months. So don't overthink this process. I'm just going to tell y'all what y'all need to do. Y'all just follow the steps and y'all can get there. So this was another client too of mine. Look, their credit scores, they say, show me the results from the last 6 months. Credit scores went all the way down to 430. And look, they started making it climb up, climb up, climb up, climb up. And you can see now they're at 671. Well, this is some older, this is not literally right now, but they went from 430 to 671. That's over what, 204, that's 241 points that they went up. And that's in the 6 month time frame. So I'm telling y'all, I'm just teaching y'all how to get the 100 points in 30 days. Once I teach y'all how to do that and y'all actually follow this book right here, which is what we're going to do together starting Saturday. It's 30 days of what y'all need, 30 days of what y'all need to do. And I tell y'all every single day, this is what I need you to do. We're doing it all together. Once y'all actually do that, that's how y'all gonna get the results. So again, look how much they went up. So when y'all think that y'all can't do it, I want y'all to see that yes, it can happen. I can actually do this. And then two, not only that, we need to work to remove inquiries from y'all credit reports. That's going to get y'all credit scores up. So you can see right here, inquiries coming off of Navy Federal, PayPal, Capital One, Synchrony Bank, which are these two right there. Then also too, y'all might need to get some of y'all accounts deleted. So you can see right here, the Home Depot being deleted, Best Buy getting deleted, the Kickoff is getting deleted, a credit union getting deleted. Somebody even got the Self. So I'm gonna talk to you all about Self too. That's gonna help y'all be able to build y'all credit. But if y'all mess up on them some accounts that y'all tried to build y'all credit with before, y'all probably just need to get some new accounts. Okay, so I'm gonna teach y'all how to get y'all stuff deleted, because that's gonna be something that we're gonna have to do. Now, I tell y'all don't know how much y'all credit scores are going to go up. So I told y'all, like, oh, my client was able to get their credit scores up, the 129 points. Oh, they got their bankruptcy deleted. Well, I got another client bankruptcy deleted, but their credit score only went up 31 points. But you got to think about it. It's other factors that go into your credit. So that's why I'm gonna tell y'all everything that y'all need to do. I just want y'all to go ahead and follow all of the steps, and then y'all will see personally how much y'all credit score is gonna go up. But I'd be happy that if y'all was to get the 100 points, like this one right here is perfect. I love to be able to see stuff like this. But y'all don't know, look how much everyone went up. Every bureau went up their own different amounts. So you really don't know. But I want y'all to every day when I tell y'all this is what y'all need to do, I just really want y'all to follow the steps, because if y'all follow the steps, then y'all will have a great chance of getting the results. If y'all don't do what y'all need to do, then I just don't feel like y'all gonna get the results, and y'all just gonna basically be wasting y'all time. And for some of you all that have student loans, you can definitely get your student loans removed. So that if some of you got student loans that's hurting you all, I've been seeing a lot of people, a lot of my clients not taking care of their student loans, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Now their credit score is down 100 and some points, 200 points, because you're not taking care of your student loans. Y'all probably need to get them deleted. So we're gonna work on getting those student loans removed also. Okay. And then too, I told y'all that I had the settlement with Midland before. So this is my settlement notice of settlement that I had with Midland, where I sued Midland and we had a notice of settlement. And then too, during this process, it's gonna become y'all gonna be able to see that, it's gonna be multiple different kind of accounts that y'all gonna be able to get removed from y'all credit reports. Okay, so y'all gonna have multiple accounts that y'all gonna be able to get removed. But if they don't remove it, I want y'all to be okay with thinking about taking that legal action, which is why I always talk about getting a bundle. Because if y'all got collections and charge off, if they don't remove it, y'all might need to read this book and be okay with taking legal action. So this is something that was with my court documents with TransUnion. I like to show you all this so that y'all can see that this is not a game. Like I literally had a collection. I had to sue them. It is what it is. It's public records on that. But this is what TransUnion filed in court because they found out I had a credit company, and they was like, I know we settled with her, but we need it to be confidential, basically. And it's like, well, what do you mean by confidential? But this is what they filed in court. So this is what it says. The email from TransUnion to the plaintiff, which is me. So good afternoon, Ms. Cannon. As a follow-up to our correspondence earlier, I am authorized to settle this matter for the monetary payment and case-specific on a confidential basis contingent upon non-monetary terms. If this is acceptable, I will provide a release to you next week. And then this is what I replied. The plaintiff responded, thank you for following up. I accept the settlement of the monetary payment and case specific action on a confidential basis. I will proceed with filing the notice of settlement with the court. So that's why I tell y'all, if y'all can't get y'all accounts removed, please, please, please consider taking action, because I personally, no matter how much I can show y'all, oh, I got this account deleted, that account deleted. It just came a time too where that was just not the case. Like, you know, I wasn't able to I wasn't able to get my account deleted. And I know that we need to be able to sue, which is why I'm working my way to go to law school. So right now, all I'm doing, and before I go to law school, just for the rest of this year, I'm trying to teach y'all how to be able to get your credit scores up. So we're talking 100 points in 30 days. So if you think that your credit scores are so low, you can actually get them up. These are just 30 days results. That's it. So I showed y'all other people that, their credit scores went up 100 points and they was able to get to the 700s. They was able to get to the 600s. They're able to go to the 500, 600. So all I care about is that y'all will be able to get the 100 points in 30 days, period. But I can tell y'all this now, if y'all just watch, and y'all don't do, y'all not gonna get the results. So I literally have something y'all need to do every single day in here. Literally every single day. That's what we're gonna go over. So y'all can go ahead and ask the questions, but let me tell y'all exactly what I want y'all to do, because I like to just teach the lesson in all the classes, and then I'll sit here and answer any questions y'all have. Once I go over everything we did go over, then that's it. Then I'll go ahead and answer any questions that you have. So let me say this. This class right here starts on Saturday. So to raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days like this is going to start on Saturday. So it's 10 things that I want you all to do and be prepared for. So when y'all start this class, y'all have a great chance of getting results like this. Okay, so these are my clients' actual results. These are my clients' actual results. Okay, so just all I want y'all to know is just it's possible to get 100 points in 30 days, period. I don't want y'all to think about, but them credit scores is low and da, da, da. they still went up 100 points in 30 days. Imagine if they continue to do that same thing. So that's what we're going to be working on. So somebody asks, like, oh, is it just going to be a class on Saturday? No, we're going to work on this together from November 1st to the 30th. Every single day is something that y'all need to do. And I'm holding y'all hand and I'm doing it all with you all here. And then when you purchase any of the books, which I suggest you all get the bundle, because this is the original book right here that teaches you all about the credit. When you go to pages in this book, and like say we on day 3, they're gonna say, hey, go to day 9 through 13 inside of this book and let's do it all today because it's all about disputes. That's all it really is. So I'm gonna go through all that stuff with you and show you how to be able to do everything. So I suggest y'all go ahead and get y'all books. And don't worry too, because it is technically Wednesday. Y'all books are going out on Thursday. I can still send y'all a picture of the first few days of this, okay? And I and with me here, it's not one of the things where you have to read, because I'm gonna tell y'all everything that's in here plus more. So it ain't one of the things where it's like, oh, I need to be able to read this or read that. No, I'm gonna be able to tell y'all everything that it is, but I can still send y'all the first few days of this so that y'all can be able to follow along. But hopefully, if y'all go ahead and get y'all books, y'all will be able to have them. So these are the books. It's this one here. This is already the 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock class. So we already sent out the speed letters. They're already just updated for reports. We are like a crazy schools where they just kind of get information. Because when they get our disputes, they're supposed to have their credit cards by Saturday. So this one is the 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock class Eastern Standard Time. And then I stay for 9 o'clock and then I do this class right here. And then teaching y'all how to be able to get money from the credit bureaus and get the deletions if they don't want to delete it, because we all have to send out dispute letters. You have collections and charge off, we all have to send out those dispute letters. Like, period. If you have them, you should send out dispute letters. Get that deleted from your credit reports. So I'm gonna teach y'all throughout the process how to do this, but I'm gonna tell y'all now, I am not the person now that I literally have to go through 3 different lawsuits when it came down to my credit. I'm not the person that tried to talk it out for months anymore. Like, I'm not her. I'm not the one that's like, oh, let's send out disputes for a year. Let's send out letters for 3 months, and the last letter that we send out is going to be demanding money. Okay, and then we go to court. I'm going to demand money. That's the kind of person I am. So that's all I'm gonna teach y'all. I can teach y'all little tips and tricks on try to play with the credit bureaus and get this deleted, that deleted. But I say, why, when y'all can get money? And then when y'all get y'all money, y'all can put that on something like a down payment on y'all house. Y'all can pay off y'all car. Y'all can pay off y'all debt. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Y'all can do all these different things. So that's the teaching that I like to do right now. So I'm just gonna warn you that that's how I am. And when I do this right here, I'm gonna tell y'all now that this it's not no handhold. I don't know if y'all ever heard of David Goggins, but we're gonna be on our David Goggins. We locked in for 30 days. I really want y'all to come every single day at 9 o'clock. But guess what? Y'all gonna have a free course. So y'all, of course, y'all gonna have all the documents y'all need. Y'all have all the recordings. Y'all gonna have everything that y'all need in there for free. It's a free course to come along with it. So when y'all get some books, y'all gonna see inside of it, y'all gonna have that QR code. So inside of there, you're gonna have a QR code you can scan. But usually within 24 hours of you purchasing, and usually after my live, I'll say by 11 o'clock, I'm gonna send y'all a link. Y'all get inside the course, y'all have the documents. Okay, so everything that y'all need is gonna be in there. Now that I told y'all all of that, make sure y'all get y'all books, because I'm gonna start telling y'all what I need y'all to do ahead of time so y'all can be prepared. So again, it's 10 things that I want y'all to do. So y'all need to have y'all credit reports. And I suggest that you get your credit reports for $1. So you can get all 3 of your credit reports and your scores for $1. That's what I would support. That's what I would suggest. I don't suggest you all doing an annual credit report. I don't suggest that. I suggest, because if you do it that way, y'all giving them 15 additional days to work on getting them accounts deleted. But guess what? Even if y'all giving them additional days, that don't mean they're going to actually delete it. That means it's going to take you longer to snap on them about not deleting the stuff, basically. So I say don't do that. Let me actually share my screen again so that y'all will be able to see some stuff. And y'all have to read between the lines, because there's certain things I can and can't say. Okay, so let me show y'all. So I need y'all to get I need y'all to make sure that y'all have all 3 of y'all credit reports and scores. So everybody should know my name by now. My name is Rakita, right? So everybody should know what my name is, right? And then identity IQ, $1 trial. Identity IQ $1 trial. Y'all need to be able to see all three of y'all credit reports and all three of your credit scores for this whole process. If y'all don't know what's on all three credit bureaus, then you're not gonna be able to handle anything, you know? So I told y'all my name is Rakita. So it's kind of being blurry. Y'all can be able to see up there. So my name is Rakita, right? And then Identity IQ. So the for $1, y'all get all three of y'all credit reports, all three of your credit scores. So I need y'all to be able to know exactly what is on your credit reports. Period. Y'all need to be able to know that. That's mandatory. If y'all don't want to, if y'all don't not want to, if y'all don't know what's on there, that's going to be a big problem. Now we are going to use Credit Karma to track our credit scores throughout the process. And that's why I really like this book right here when you go through it, because I have a space where you can track your credit scores. But y'all need to have like a thing where y'all can be able to see everything all in one, because I start teaching y'all throughout the process of how to track like the errors that's on your credit reports, because the errors, that's how you're going to know why the account should be removed. So I want to talk about disputes and then how to make sure that the accounts get deleted and the reason why they're supposed to get deleted. But y'all have to make sure that y'all have y'all credit reports. So I suggest y'all go ahead and have y'all credit reports now. Now, I want y'all to also write down goals. So everybody got different reasons why they want to fix their credit. You know, some people want to fix their credit just because they trying to get a house, they trying to get a car, they trying to pay off credit card debt. You know, everybody got their own reason as to why they want to fix their credit. So I want y'all to know exactly what y'all reason is before y'all get started. If y'all don't have a reason, have a target. Say, you know what, Keita, I want to just hit the target. I just want to have my 100 points, you know, or you know, with this person, if they was to start again, so they already got this far. If they was to start again, they'd be like, okay, you know what? Let me just get all of them above 680. You know, that'd be a good goal. Or let me just get them, you know, let me get my Ford credit card. Let me get this, let me get that. You know, everybody got their own thing. Okay, so you want to get a house. I like that. So, you know, with a house, you know, you gotta just have certain type of credit scores. You can't have more than $2,000 worth of collections on your credit reports. You just gotta make sure your debt to income ratio is good. So if you do have charge-offs, you just want to make sure them charge-offs are removed. You know, you don't want to have your late payments within the last year. It's certain things that y'all need to just have in order to be able to buy a house, basically. Okay, so I want y'all to know what y'all goals are. I want y'all to know what y'all want to get, and then let's actually work towards getting it. Okay, one of the biggest things a lot of people suffer with is utilization. That's how much you own your credit cards compared to what your limits are. So they want you want to look and see what your balance is, and you want to see what your utilization is, what your limit is, your utilization. Credit Karma is good for telling you that number. I'm gonna teach you another way to be able to track it on your own, how to play with the numbers, knowing what to pay off or what not to pay off. So only thing I can tell you right now is if you have extra money, you know that you're trying to pay off debt. I want you to know how to get your credit score up the fastest. And the fastest way to get it up is figure out which credit card is going to report the soonest. So whichever credit card is due the soonest, such as like today is the 29th. If y'all got a credit card that was due on the 25th, so that was 4 days ago, due on the 25th. Y'all got another credit card that's due on the 5th and another one that's due on the 15th. Some people say, you know, I'm gonna pay the one that was on the 15th because that's my lowest balance. I can easily pay that off and then I'll be done with that one. And then that's gonna get my credit score up. No, I say put whatever you was gonna put on that 15th, put that on the 5th, because usually like 3 to 4 days after your credit card report, that's when you're gonna see, okay, that you're whether or not your credit score can go up or down. So if you spend more money on your credit card than you had last month, then your credit score is going to go down. If you paid more money, you paid your credit card down, then you're going to see your credit score go up. That credit card that was from the 25th is probably reported yesterday or today. It probably already reported by now. And they're only your credit card companies are only going to report once a month. So I tell people, try to figure out, you know, if you want to pay off your credit cards, pay down your credit cards, pay the one that's going to be due the soonest. And think 3 to 4 days, maybe 5 days after you pay it, that's when they're going to report to the credit bureaus. And they're only going to report once a month. So if you miss that time, which is your statement day, if you miss that statement day where they actually print your statement, don't even think about paying it, because it's not going to help you increase your credit score until the following month. So you want to make sure that you know exactly which credit cards to pay, but we're going to go into that. But what I'm telling you now is if you want to do something, which is these are all the things that I think y'all should do ahead of time now, that way you can start seeing your credit score climb. Like literally, if we had a credit card that was due today, if we go ahead and pay that thing off today, especially if it was like it had a very high utilization, a high balance on it, the utilization was high, then we're going to see results in 3, 4, maybe even 5 days. Our credit score can go up 50 points from that. Utilization is huge. And if anybody ever used too much on their credit cards and they see how much their credit scores go down, your credit scores can go up just as much as it can go down. So we just got to fix whatever the problems is. So I say pay the credit card that's going to report the soonest, especially if you one of the people that say, I'm working on my utilization. If you all have credit cards that's reporting late right now, though, you don't need to be worried about on utilization. You need to worry about your credit cards becoming current. Okay, so that it is a difference. Now, I want y'all to identify the 3 score killers because this is something I want y'all to know what y'all need to work on. Okay, so the biggest one is late payments. So inside the course, y'all gonna get some, they're called goodwill letters that you're going to send out to the companies to remove your late payments. You can also ask their credit bureaus to remove your late payments. When you ask them to remove them late payments, your credit score is going to go up a lot because the late payments make up 35% of our credit scores. That's a lot. It make up 35% of our credit scores. And then also collections. Collections going to be horrible. So we got to remove our collections. But like I said too, I have multiple collections. I have collections with Midland. I have collections with LJ Ross where I tried to delete it. And that's why I had to take legal action. As you see it, my thing, I tried to get it removed. I sent a dispute letter to get it removed. I couldn't get it removed from my credit report, so I actually took legal action. I want y'all to keep an open mind with that because I realized too, as much as I was getting certain things deleted from other people's credit reports, if I can't get it deleted from mine, something is up. And I can tell y'all all day, y'all need to sue. Y'all need to sue. I actually took action on something I've been told a lot of my clients. I can't get it deleted. How about you think about suing? But you got to think about it. When your credit clean and you finally get a collection on there, you're gonna do I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get that thing off because like that thing could drop your credit score 80 something points, 100 something points, just one collection. When your credit is already very high and you get a collection, your credit scores can go down a lot. So those collections can really hurt you. Also, high balances on your credit card, so your utilization. So we talked about that. So these are some of the things that y'all need to be like, okay, this is what I need to work on. Let me look at my credit report. Let me see if I had these problems. Because remember, step number 1, you gotta have your report. So be honest with yourself. Say, you know what? My utilization is not the best. And I like utilization for the best credit score possible to be at 5%. A lot of people say, oh, don't go over 30%. But we talking about you trying to look like you A1. You got it all under control. I like it at 5%. And then inquiries, I say try not to have more than 5 inquiries on your credit reports. That's going to be huge. Try not to have more than 5 inquiries. So we're going to work to remove those inquiries. So when y'all see somebody like this, where my client, their credit scores go up the 109 points, don't think, oh, they just sent out dispute letters. No, we send out dispute letters. We're working on late payments. We're working on utilization. We're working on inquiries because you don't know how much and when everything is going to hit. But if anything that's hurting you is getting taken care of, that's when you're going to see your credit scores go up. So everything that I feel like is damaging you all, that's why I say that's what we're going to work on. Okay. And don't forget too, you all, it's not just that. So you can go from the 400s to the 500s. You can go from the 500s to the 600s. And then too, if you can go from the 600s to the 700s. You can go from the 500s to almost the 650. You can go up a lot. It just everybody got their own journey. So that's why I'm telling y'all, this is what y'all need to do. These are the problems that affecting you. Fix it. And if y'all fix it, y'all gonna have the best credit score possible. Okay. So think of it like that. So we're going to make a plan on day 2. So that's going to be Sunday. We're going to make a plan on this is what y'all need to do. Now, with the last class, when I actually started this here, I actually did calls with everybody. I'm thinking about doing calls with y'all, but I gotta see. I gotta see. I'll see how I feel. I'll see how I'll be able to fit it in. Maybe that Sunday I can do calls with y'all. But I was doing like hour-long calls. Like we finna look at your credit reports. I'm finna do all your ears and da, 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 da. I'm gonna do all of that, but don't forget too, I give you all the option. Once you all purchase these books, you're gonna have the course. So you're gonna have the course, and then once you got if you do like the 6 months dispute letters and of course, once you do that, then you're gonna have the option to get the membership for $29. So we can talk all month if you want to. So that's what I would suggest. It's literally only $29. It's probably gonna be the best $29 y'all spend because y'all gonna be able to talk to me. We'll be able to figure out what's going on. And then I have my assistants, Esther, I have my assistants, Rose. Y'all can talk to them at any time too. And then you can ask them, hey, I need to talk to Rakita. Can you put me on Rakita's schedule? And then I'll talk to you all too that way. But I don't want to be burnt out knowing knowing I am going live 3 hours per day. So same way y'all, I told y'all, hey, they doing this lock in on TikTok and all this stuff. Same way y'all locking in, I'm locking in by dedicating 3 hours to y'all for sure. And then two, making sure y'all get y'all books on time, make sure I do y'all dispute letters, making sure I add all the things that y'all need for free in the course. Because don't forget, y'all getting the course for free. But as we go along, y'all all have new problems that I didn't even think y'all had. I'm like, okay, look, I'm gonna add the document to the course. It's gonna be free. So I want y'all to make sure that y'all know y'all score killers, and two, think about, I'll see what's gonna happen. I'll figure that out by Saturday, and whether I'm gonna talk to a few of you all. Um, but I would love to talk to y'all, really look at y'all credit reports and tell y'all this is what it is. Okay. Maybe I can pull up some sample credit reports too, so we can learn how to read credit reports together, and then I'll tell y'all this is what this person needs to do. And then when y'all look at y'all credit reports, y'all be like, I got the same thing. Okay, I gotta do that same thing too. I think that that may be a good thing for us. Okay. I do think too that y'all need to get y'all disputes out as soon as possible. So when it comes down to disputes and getting accounts deleted from your credit reports, I don't care if you got collections, charge off, bankruptcies, foreclosures, late payments, all of that stuff. When y'all send out a letter to ask for it to get removed, once they get the letter, they have 30 days to respond. So our whole thing is taking 30 days. So that's why I think that you all need to send out your dispute letter ASAP, as soon as possible. And when y'all send them out, I suggest that y'all send them certified. So I got the option too where y'all can get 6 months of letters done for you. So we can email them to you, or you can stay inside the membership, or we can mail them out on our end. And then I can also create your certified disputes. So if you do think, you know what, I want to make them perfect. So if I do want to take some type of action, I'll just have everything detailed in there. I'll be good. I can go ahead and create those dispute letters for you all, but you need to get the dispute letters out. Now, y'all have a free copy of the dispute letter, and I just created like 13 different versions of dispute letters. So y'all basically got like 15 or 16 free dispute letters inside the course that y'all can use. So it's no excuse why y'all don't have them out. The only reason why I say let me do the 6 months is to make sure that y'all just get them done, because a lot of times that's all it takes. Y'all would be surprised how much stuff y'all gonna be able to get deleted the first time. So I say, please just mail them out. Don't overthink them. Just mail them out, mail them out, mail them out, and mail them out as soon as possible. So I want you all to make sure that y'all send out y'all dispute letters right away. Now, when y'all get y'all credit reports, y'all gonna see errors on there, and I'm gonna teach y'all how to find errors that y'all didn't even know was on there before. So I'm gonna teach y'all how to find these errors on your credit reports, because I want you to go through and highlight them. Now, I got a system that can highlight all of the errors, and you all can access to do it. We'll do it for free for you all, but I'll have to show you the dollar for the Identity IQ. We use that there. We can pull them in. We can find all of the errors. We use that same thing to do your 6 months of free dispute letters too. Our system can just like pop them out, because we'll know all your errors. We'll be able to create the letters for you. We'll email them to you. Go ahead and mail them out. Okay. But I want you all to find those errors. I'm gonna teach you all, but this is like day two. I gotta teach y'all all about this stuff literally on one day, on day two. So we're gonna talk about highlighting those errors, and then day three, we mailing out our letters. So that's Monday. You gotta have, we're gonna teach it. We're gonna learn about the letters on Monday. Tuesday, you better have them mailed out, because you gotta stay on track. We talking 100 points in 30 days. This is not, yeah, this is not going to be something where it's like you can slack on anything. You literally got to do every single thing to get your stuff up. That's literally what this is here. Okay. So also, we're gonna make a budget. I suggest right now that y'all know that y'all gonna start working on your credit. If y'all know y'all probably need secure credit cards, and if you don't know you need secure credit cards, the money, the credit cards, you got to put money down on it. So like I always suggest, if you got to put money down on credit cards, get Navy Federal, because you can put $200 down on that one and it'll graduate, meaning you've been doing so good with it that they'll give your $200 back and raise your limit to $2,000. And they'll do that in like 3 to 6 months, maybe 7 months. I also suggest Discover. They'll do the 200 to 1,800. So you put $200 deposit down, in about like, again, 6 to 9 months, you'll be able to get your stuff increased to $1,800. So I suggest those that graduate like that. But if you can't get a regular credit card, y'all got to get secure credit cards. I have filed bankruptcy before. I didn't go through with it, but at first, well, let me say this: I messed my credit up multiple times. Like It is what it is. I messed it up multiple times. How I know all of this, right? That's how I had to sue. That's how only people that had to sue for collections is probably people that messed up and had debt. So before, when I messed my credit up, I said, I'm not finna get no secured credit card. I ain't got no money for that. I'm talking all this stuff. It took me so long to build my credit compared to when I got secured credit cards right outside of bankruptcy. How do you finally have a bankruptcy on your credit reports and you go get secured credit cards and you're building your credit faster than somebody that did not get secured credit cards? So I'm telling you, I want y'all to have 4 credit cards. And if you can't get 4 credit cards, please get some secure ones. It is plenty of them. If y'all need credit cards, say, show me credit cards, Keita, and I will show you the credit cards that you should possibly get. But I want y'all to start putting money to the side. I don't care if you said every week I'm gonna put $50 to the side, every week I'm put $100 to the side, $25, something to the side to say, hey, I'm gonna use this to invest in my credit. Whether when y'all do the certified letters, it's gonna cost what, a $6 and some change to send these. So you can be like, let me put some money to the side, especially knowing what we're going through right now with this shutdown. We should be putting money to the side in general. um but y'all should be putting money to the side to say, okay, I know I'm gonna need to do this, or I know I'm gonna need to buy stamps, I know I need to buy envelopes, I know I want to pay down my debt. Start putting something to the side and start creating a habit of saving. Okay, so start putting money to the side right now. I don't want y'all to settle no collection companies. I don't want y'all to think about talking to them right now. Don't that's not We're not doing any of that, okay? Once y'all start settling with them, that means y'all finna pay them. I would rather y'all sue them and y'all get money from them. That's where I'm at with it. Sue them, y'all get money from them. That's what I'm gonna teach. I'm not finna sue. I'm not finna teach y'all how to talk to them and try to settle. That's not where I'm at with it at all. Okay. So when y'all put money to the side, this is for active stuff that y'all have. Credit cards y'all have right now. Credit cards that if you use that, if you put money into it, you can go and swipe it again if you need it. I'm not trying to think about the past, old past stuff. I'd rather y'all sue them, get money from them, and then y'all pay off your credit cards, pay off your cars, put money on down payment. That's where I'm at. So I know y'all thinking, okay, Keita said, let's pay off my credit cards. Let me go ahead. Let me be ahead and settle. No, we're not doing no settlements like that. That's not the settlement I'm thinking about. Okay. So let me just throw that out there. I want y'all all to think about start coming to this class too. So I do think y'all should get all 3 of the books down below in the bundle. I think that y'all should come to this because this teach overall credit. Like, I'm teaching y'all details that y'all just are not going to learn in here. If I can be honest, y'all just not going to learn it. We don't have time for it. When I talk to y'all, I'm gonna have to tell y'all, do this, do that, do this, do that. I'm not gonna have time. Like today, we was talking about these are all the documents that Equifax or all of the credit bureaus accept. When we start talking about that in here, I'm gonna talk to y'all for 2 minutes and I'm gonna tell y'all, send a copy of your ID and your social security card in. I'm not even gonna tell y'all, oh, y'all got all these other options. No, everybody should have an ID and social security card, send it in. So this right here is gonna teach y'all more stuff. It's gonna teach y'all more details about debt validations and certain laws that y'all be able to do and certain things. This will go into details about all of that. For a whole week, I'm gonna start teaching y'all how to manage y'all credit cards, how to switch this around, how to switch that around. That's what this is here. Now we only on day 13, so y'all got plenty of time to be able to come in and watch these. So this one is at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then I repeat whatever I talked about that first class. I repeat it again at 8 o'clock. So sometimes it's literally just information that y'all need, and then sometimes it's like, okay, y'all, we sat around for a few days just learning. We got to do this today, okay? But today it was literally just this is what it is, and I think that y'all should still come here to be able to learn. So I suggest that y'all come to the 8 o'clock class, because then y'all could just stay for 9 o'clock, which is right after anyway, right? So do the 8 o'clock class and stay for the 9 o'clock class, okay? And then make sure again y'all have 4 credit cards reporting. So drop y'all questions down below because I just got one more thing to say after this. And if y'all need to see these credit cards, I want to just show y'all now because this is the most important part. Just think about y'all got all these credit card companies talking negative about you. Think about it like that. You got all these credit card companies talking negative about you. Nobody talking about how you paying on time. Everybody talking about you late. You're not paying your bills. It's been 120 days. You never gave them no money. Everybody talking crap about you. That's why you need to get some new credit cards that's talking positively about you. Oh, they're paying on time. Oh, their balance is low. I don't have any problem with them. They always pay on time. You need those new credit cards. So when we go and delete those other ones, ones that's talking bad about you, they already talked bad about you. Now it's just a charge off for a collection. Once we delete that, now you got all of that positive stuff coming in, and all they see is positive when they get your credit reports. And that's why you're able to get that 100 points like this in 30 days, because all that negative is leaving, and then y'all got the positive coming in shining. So that's how you're able to get this. Like, again, they got a bankruptcy remove. Y'all know how negative a bankruptcy look? Student loan remove. Y'all know how negative that look? So that's how you're able to get your credit score high. But at the same time, you need to have those credit cards shining. So I had talked about this previously in another class about how I had a client where I kept telling them, kept telling them, get some credit cards. We was fixing our credit for like 4 months. I tell her, get some credit cards, get some credit cards. Well, I don't want to get credit cards. I don't want to get a secure credit card. And I'm like, just get some credit cards. She had like 20 negative accounts on her credit reports. I mean, a lot of them. But guess what, y'all? We was able to get them accounts removed, and she still didn't get no credit cards. So she was literally in like the 580s. She started in the 400s, but she stayed in the 580s. And I said, you could have had your credit scores in the 600s, if not 700s, if you would have immediately got those credit cards, immediately got them, because they would have already been reported for 4 months straight about how good you are. So just get the credit cards. I'm gonna talk about plenty of accounts that y'all can get, but don't sleep on these credit cards. If y'all don't want to get credit cards because you feel like you can't be disciplined with credit cards, then you really need to just clean up your credit and don't use credit at all. Because at some point we have to learn discipline. Kind of like how when we were kids, we wanted to eat candy all day, but we found out we're gonna get a tummy ache if we do that. Your stomach gonna hurt when you do that. We have to learn discipline that we can't do stuff like that no more. How we have to learn that. We have to learn like that same thing with finances, because you need to have credit cards. And at any time you decide, oh, I want to go get a house, I want to get a car, you shouldn't be having to think, okay, let me fix my credit. Your stuff should already be fixed, you know, or just get your stuff fixed and cut up your credit cards, or I say too, if you feel like you can't get a credit card because you're going to mess it up, put your Netflix on it, put your Hulu on it. Put something on it that's automatic, and then we don't put all of our credit cards on auto pay. That's the biggest thing y'all need to do. Because I seen one client, because I'm a real estate broker, so I had one client trying to buy a house, and I'm trying to help her buy a house. She had a $5 late payment on there. Y'all know they don't want y'all to have late payments for the last year, or you can't buy you a house. $5 stopped it. $5. So that's why I talk about putting everything on auto pay. So if you feel like you're not disciplined enough, just get that credit card and you put your Netflix on it, put your Hulu on it, put something on it that's low though. They gotta be low. I say $20 or less, and just put it on auto pay. They're gonna just take it out of your account. The same way you can get them your debit card information, get them that credit card that you really, you really don't want to use. Give them that credit card. You cut it up so you don't use it at home. Y'all ever seen that person? I seen like a TikTok or whatever. Somebody froze their credit card so that they couldn't use it, and they had to go thaw it out to be able to use it. And by the time you do that, hopefully you'll come to your senses that you don't need to buy whatever you're trying to go get. But for real, you need 4 credit cards. And again, let me know credit cards in the comments, and I'll let you know. And this is the last thing that I want to say, just to be prepared for Saturday, because I'm very serious and passionate about this, y'all, and with teaching y'all. I really is, because I've been doing this. I realize I've been talking about credit for 10 years now. I've been talking about credit for 10 years, and I've been dealing with credit for more than 10 years, because I bought my first property when I was 23. So I bought my first property when I was 23, and I had to get my credit together to buy the property, because when I had bought a foreclosure, so I had to get my credit together because I used some credit cards to be able to fix up the foreclosure. So I was like, okay, I need to learn about this credit thing. And then I started helping other people. Then I became a realtor, and I went into all of these different things. So I'm very serious about credit. But like I said too, I'm gonna be here live every single day at 9 p.m. I would love to see y'all. So I know a lot of y'all getting the books right now. That is really good. Y'all get the books, but this book ain't gonna be nothing if it's sitting on your shelf. This book is not gonna be nothing if you kept it in the package because you don't want to open it up. I'm literally going here live, and then you all are getting a copy of the free course, a free course that easily could have just been on there for $100. A free course you could have put on there for $25, $99. Just put it on there for any price. But y'all getting it free by buying any of the books that y'all can get for less than $20 if y'all was just get one of them. So I want y'all to make sure that y'all come here and apply yourselves. Okay. And I don't care. That's why I got these results here. I don't care if your credit score is this low. This is just in 30 days. This is not where y'all going to stop. We're doing this November 1st to the 30th, and then we're doing it again December 1st to the 30th. But once y'all go through this with 30 days with me, y'all gonna already know what y'all need to do. So if y'all keep having problems with them accounts that's on your credit reports, y'all keep trying to get it removed, y'all can't get it removed, y'all gonna automatically know I'm gonna send out disputes for 3 months, and then if I can't get it removed, I already know I'm gonna have to sue. If Rakita had to sue and she been doing this stuff for all these years, what make me special? I tell myself that now too. If I've been helping y'all, or if I've been helping y'all and certain people, it's just certain accounts still linger around here and there. What make me special that this won't come off this ain't come off my credit report? And I'm happy that I went through those steps. And then two, with the suing process, this is something else y'all should get happy about anyway, because we talking about getting money from them. That's the biggest part. The deletion gonna come automatically. Shoot, the judge will give you that. It's just a question about, judge, how much you gonna give me? That's the question. How much money the judge gonna give you? But hopefully y'all get settlements beforehand where y'all don't have to go ask the judge for the money. Y'all get settlements right away and y'all don't have to ask for the money. But I want y'all to come every day. This is not, I'm gonna tell y'all everything that y'all need to do on Saturday. No, this is, we start on Saturday, and then we're coming back for 30 days. We're coming every single day. Like when we talking on here and I say, hey y'all need to remove y'all inquiries. Here's y'all inquiry letter right here. Mail this out. And then also too, y'all call all 3 credit bureaus. I got their number in there. Call all 3 of them. Give them 3 inquiries at a time. Tell them to remove those inquiries. That's what y'all need to have done before we start tomorrow. That's the kind of conversation that we're gonna have. But I want y'all to be prepared for this. So if y'all have any questions, put them down below, because we only got 18 more minutes. And make sure y'all get y'all books too, because we're starting on Saturday. And I'm going to be very serious about what we're doing, you all. We're not going to play with this at all. Like, it's some stuff that we need to do. And I want to make sure that we're getting them done. We're not going to play about this stuff at all. Okay, so let me see what questions that you all have. Can you sue if it's removed or only when it wasn't? So if it was removed, then you technically, I would say you can sue. They did what you needed them to do. So yeah, this is, you technically did what you wanted them to do. Okay. So you can't actually sue, but if they do their reinsertion, they add this back on your credit reports again, then yes, you'll be able to possibly sue. Accounts were removed too, but a month or so later they reappear. Okay, see, look, the next comment talk about that. So it's been about 9 months of a roller coaster ride. And that's why I say I would rather sue them. So when I sued Midland, my thing in my complaint, there's a public record. I asked them for $8,000. I asked them to delete the account from my credit report, and I asked them to never talk to me about this account again, or don't sell it to another company. So if y'all get, sometimes too, when y'all see that accounts get deleted, not only do y'all see that account possibly come back, but a lot of times if it's a collection, it's not even that same collection company. It's a new collection company. So once they realize you got to delete it, what else can they do other than sue you, right? And sometimes they got to figure out, do they want to sue you or not? Do they think you're going to show up in court or not? Because they really ain't got the documents for it, right? So a lot of times what they'll do is, once you get that account removed from your credit reports, what they'll do is they'll just sell it to another collection company. Y'all know how many times collections can be just sold and sold and sold and sold? So you may think, oh, it just reappeared. No. What happened was you got that thing deleted, and now a new collection company added on your credit reports. So that's why I know they're not going to delete it. I'm not going to go above and beyond and do no tricks to make them delete it. I'm going to do my basics. I'm going to send out a dispute letter to the credit bureaus in 1 month, and then I'm going to wait. They're going to say, okay, the account is verified. Oh, you're not going to delete it? Okay, fine. Then I'm gonna wait till the next month, and I'm gonna send another letter to the credit bureau saying, hey, oh, you said it was verified, is correct? Oh, who told you that? Can you send me all the documents that you used? And then at the same time, I already know who verified it. The person that said it should be on my credit reports, this collection company said it's LVMV funding. LVMV funding said it. So let me send them a certified letter. And then if they don't delete it, and then I might say, you know what, I'm giving you 30 days. I'm sending all this stuff certified so I can track it. If they don't delete it, then the next month I'm sending out the demand letter. After the 30 days, I'm sending out a demand letter. Hey, I want the $8,000. I want this deleted from my credit reports, and I never want to hear about this debt again. You better not sell it. You better not do none of that. You better just get rid of it. You better put it as a loss on your books. I don't know what you got to do, but you better do something about it. So that is what I would actually do. When it comes down to them companies. Now, in your case too, if that thing actually say if it got removed from your credit reports, you need to try to see if a company talk to you. So usually if you get it removed from your credit reports, you'll get some letter from another company saying, "Hi, Rakita, we got this $2,000 debt for you." And then, you get that little letter from them, or you start getting calls. You need to stop them in their tracks as soon as they start calling you, texting you, emailing you, or sending you letters, and send them a debt validation letter, which in 2 days, by the time it start, because we're gonna need that in a this course right here. So the 7 and 8 o'clock class, we're going to need that in the 7 and 8 o'clock class. You need to send that letter into them and ask them for all of the documents immediately. Because if they don't provide the documents, they can't put on your credit reports. And then in that letter say, "Don't contact me no more." And if they contact you, then you automatically can take action. You can automatically take legal action. So those are the two ways that you want to go about those collections. I'm going to Las Vegas in November the 9th to the 14th. Well, we're going to Las Vegas with you then. We're gonna be right there with you. We're gonna be right there with you. And even if you going, like, say if you doing like stuff like that, like I'm gonna travel too, y'all. I got stuff that I want to do. My birthday is coming up and I want to do this, I want to do that. I got kids. It's stuff that I want to do too, but I'm still going to go live. I don't care if I got to go live for 3 hours in a car. I'm going to go live that time. And with you all, when you purchase these books, y'all have access to the course. So yeah, we at any time y'all can see what y'all need to do. Y'all can watch and say, "Okay, I see what Keita said we need to do." Y'all can open up y'all books. Y'all can do everything that y'all need to do, but y'all make sure that y'all get the stuff done. I don't care if you got to do it later on. You got to take an extra hour or nothing like that. You have to get it done. I don't have credit problems. Oh, well, if you don't have credit problems, then you good too. But for the other people, because I heard a lot of people saying, "I'm going on a cruise and I'm doing this." Well, you taking your books with you, ain't you? Put them things in your suitcase. I would like to have my credit report in hand uh, with any cause. Yeah, for sure. You need to know exactly what's going on. Okay, if you already have that, then that is good too. Somebody said I already have identity IQ. Kickoff, what is that one about? Okay, so let me show you. So this is a good one that can help you build your credit. Okay, let me add it here. Okay. That's the wrong button. Okay, so here it is. Here, let me show you kickoff. So let me flip this around. Okay, so y'all know my name is Rakita, right? So y'all know my name is Rakita, Rickita. That's my name. So it took me years to put this thing together. So you can look right here, the best credit cards for bad credit, pre-qualified with no hard inquiry. These are just credit card lists. So best credit cards for bad credit. So you have self. This is a good one that can help build your credit. You have the credit builder card because they don't check your credit at all. And then you have kickoff. So kickoff have multiple things. So you can see right here, I made a video talking about it. So 74 points. So they was in the 500s and they went to the 600s, and it was really off that one change. Y'all see one change. It was just to kick off alone. That's why I say I'm gonna tell y'all do multiple things. And I want y'all to just, see what's gonna work. Y'all don't know what's gonna work. You're gonna do multiple things. So with kickoff, they have multiple things. They got like a account where you could pay $5 per month and then they report like a $750 account on your credit report. It looked like a credit card basically. And all you gotta do is pay $500 per month. I mean $5 per month. So you pay $5 per month, and then once you pay the $5 per month, they're gonna report that $750 account. They also have one too where they'll report like a $2,500 account, but I just don't think you need to do that because I think you have to pay like $30 per month or something like that. If you're gonna pay $30 per month for something like that for kickoff, then you need to look into like the Discover Secure. You need to just get you a secure credit card. But I'm okay with the $5 per month because that's still gonna be $60 a whole year. But then you'll let them continuously report on your credit reports. So that's why I really like this one. And then they also have an installment account too. So you can, I want y'all to have 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts, like a personal loan. Some people go and get card note because they're like, I need to build my credit. No. So Kickoff have it too, where you can do an installment account where you could pay $10 per month for 12 months. So you're gonna be pay $120 total, and then every month they'll report to the credit bureaus that you've been paying, and that's what's gonna make your credit score go up. So that's what this is right here. This is that installment account, I believe, because when I see two payments made on time, that's what I'm thinking about with this one here. I'm thinking this must be that installment account. Okay, so people trying to get car notes when you could have paid $10 per month for 12 months and been at 120. And the best thing is they give you the full 120 back. So that's what this is here. Okay, so this is what kickoff is. And kickoff help a lot. But again, y'all remember what my name is. And you see it's multiple cards on here. So I don't, people say I can't get a credit card. It's so many cards on here. You gonna get a credit card. It's no way. So you can see there's multiple cards on here. There's no way that you can't get a credit card. But this is not my, oh my gosh, I wasn't sharing the other tab. I feel so bad for other people. And then also this is my favorite one. Let me share this one for them, y'all. The pre-qualified with no hard inquiry. Because all of these companies, whether your credit is good or bad, all these companies will be, with a hard inquiry. So they do like a little update of saying this is what's new, y'all. These are the tools that people been getting and things like that. So you can just go through here and you'll be able to see. And don't forget, y'all, books are down below in the TikTok shop too, you all. And then we gotta make sure we have 4 credit cards. Okay, we gotta make sure we got 4 credit cards. That's gonna be one of the biggest things. So you can see it's plenty of them. I just keep scrolling. So it's over 45 different accounts, basically. Okay. So it's over 45 different accounts. And then when y'all go through some of these accounts, like say if y'all scrolling through here and y'all like, oh, okay, these look cool. Y'all can easily like click it, right? Well, I should not say that. You'll be able to see Lowe's approved me. They say $800, $4,000 business, no personal guarantee, $1,000, $9,000. So they try to just be able to have more, be able to see other people. Let me share this so they can see it too. Because I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not sharing for them too. So 800, 4,000, $1,000, $9,000. So yeah, this thing right here is usually updated yearly. This is a yearly thing that this one right here talked about $10,000, but I talked about my lows too, where I asked for Lowe's an increase on my credit card. They gave me 3 increases in one day because I asked for an increase and they gave it to me right away. And I'm like, what? They gave it to me? I asked again. They gave me it to me again. I'm like, no way. So I asked again. I'm like, I need to ask for a lot of money because it ain't no way. And they gave me the money. I'm like, yeah, right. And I was like, I'm just playing it small. I don't even know my worth. I, I asked again. It was like, oh, we can't approve you at this time for an increase, but they increased me a lot. But this is gonna be a huge thing. Y'all have to get those 4 credit cards, okay? So hopefully that helped you all. Hopefully that helped you all. Julia, see with them boys, is anybody in there talking to them or what? Oh, JD, you just purchased the bundle. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna after I get done, I'm gonna get off of here in 6 minutes. I'm gonna give you access to that free course that come along with it, okay? I didn't even see Alyssa said that to y'all. That's so nice. He said, congratulations on taking the steps to change your life for the better. Yes, congratulations. And once we get this stuff together, y'all do y'all lawsuits, do something good with y'all money, put that towards y'all future. Like when y'all sue these collection companies, y'all ain't got to worry about this stuff. Come back on y'all credit reports, y'all get y'all money, pay off the credit cards y'all have, and don't go back into deeper debt with them. Pay off the car so you ain't got no car no more. You want to get a house, put a down payment on it. If you already got a house, start paying down that principal balance and start listening to Dave Ramsey. I love Dave Ramsey so much. Okay, so that's some of the stuff I suggest. Okay. Somebody said, Gail says, I've been dealing with identity theft for 2 years, no lawyer. What to do? Become your own lawyer. That's what this book is about. Where is it at? Oh, right here. Become your own lawyer. I tried to get me a lawyer too. All three cases. I couldn't get one. You ain't got no case. You ain't got no case. But it's like, okay, now I have settlements. But I say, read this and call me if you have any questions. I'll be able to help you all. But don't be calling me if y'all know y'all on the opposite side and I'm up here running my mouth, telling y'all stuff I'm not supposed to say. Rakita, you talked to one of our agents over the phone and you told her some stuff that you were not supposed to say. You're not a lawyer. Like, girl, I'm trying to help them out. I'm trying to help. I don't care. Settling will not always do you any favors when I ever get things done. Yes, for sure. We got to get our money. You want Navy Federal? So if you want Navy Federal, get you a savings account with them first. That's what I did. I called them and I said, hey, my granddad is in the Navy. I was just on the phone with him, kicking it. You know, I was like, hey, my granddad is in the Navy. Uh, She asked, how do I qualify? I said, I just want a savings account. After I got an account, and then at that point, that's when I was like, okay, let me get a credit card. Let me apply for an auto loan. Let me apply for all these things. But I was like, and I even got all of my kids an account with them too. So I'm like, y'all gonna be set in here. But I would say just get your savings account and then apply for everything that you want in there. How about you leveraging your credit? I don't teach credit leveraging here. Y'all can still go and do it. What I want y'all to do, what I want to teach y'all is just how to get y'all credit right. Like this right here, this credit score is not acceptable. But right now, all we talking about is raising your credit score 100 points in 30 days. So these are my actual client results. Also, these are it too. Like if you go 129 points in US 765, this is acceptable. Now you can say, okay, is my credit good or can I push for more? They still push for more though, because we still had accounts we had to continue to remove. Then also this one right here, this to help you get in your house. You go from not being able to get your house into now you can. And then these two get you closer to getting your house. Because at least I say get like a 620. And let me get a sip of my water, all this talking. Are you here? You say you here because you don't have the credit? Security accounts are better. I'd rather not do security, but if y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. Oh, let me show you. I can't say certain things. Y'all know what my name is. My name is Rakita. So let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you because I can't tell you. Okay, y'all see that? And then you could do pre-qualified, no hard inquiry, best credit cards for bad credit, students, travel, different ones you can go ahead and get. You can pick one basically, but this is it. But I hope that helped because I can't say certain things. Okay, let's see. Come on, pull the comments up. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna try to run through y'all stuff. Okay, secured is better. You know where it's at now. Okay, for the credit score for $1, we have to get that. No, I showed you that. I showed you that. So where it says the 6 months of letter, it's just where it's at, where it says the 6 months of letters. And then also too, it is a special thing that I have though. It's something I got from him though. I can say that. That's true. You can't just you technically will have to, huh? But right here, right? This is another thing. Right here. And then let me move this up. You say you see number one, number two, it's number three. Okay, so it's number three. So that's the Identity IQ $1. Like nothing matter like, oh, send me this, send me that. It's not that. It's you can go and get it. Thank you. This is the push I needed. I know, me too. I've been through so much. I know I needed to push, and I think that this just be something for people that you really want hands on kind of with it. You want to know about it. And honestly, when y'all want to learn stuff, y'all really do need to lock in. Like y'all really do need to lock in and learn about it. So like as while I'm in school or when I was just doing my cases, all I did was I tried to learn anything about cases, how to do a complaint, how would trial go. That's all I listen to. Like when I try to hone in on something, like we trying to do this. Now we finna do the 100 points in the 30 days. Like we're actually doing this right now. I just want y'all to continue just to like listen to the videos. Y'all know I'm live for 3 hours. Y'all doing the car ride, listen to it. Y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all washing y'all dishes. Y'all just chilling. Just listen to it. Y'all gonna pick up so much. And once y'all know it, y'all will be experts. Y'all will be able to know everything about it. Hi, do you need a code for secure card? No, so you just need to be accepted into Navy Federal. That's why I say just ask to get a savings account. So I just said, hey, my granddad was in the Navy. They never asked for documentation. And I applied over the phone. Some people, like before this class started, somebody was saying, hey, I want to get Navy Federal. How can I get Navy Federal? Because I was talking about it in the video. And I told her to call over the phone. She said she did hers online. And I was like, I wouldn't have did that because they probably come back and ask you for the documents. But she said she got in. But I just like the way that I know I got in without a problem ever being asked about any documents is I just called and asked for a savings account. And then I'm just kicking it with her, talking like, I'm talking to y'all, just kicking it. Oh, she hear a little baby in the background. Oh, that's my baby. You got kids? Oh, yeah, I got grandkids. We just talking while she opening the account. And then she's like, oh, how do you qualify? I said, oh, my granddad was in the Navy. She said, oh, okay. And then we went on about our conversation. So it was something that was like a smooth transition kind of thing. So I like to just do the call. I like to do the call, ask for the savings account. Once you get your account number, you get all your information, you got your special thing for Navy Federal, then you can ask for anything. At that point, a few days later, ask for the credit card, ask for the loans, ask for this, ask you guys for whatever you want. But I say just ask for a savings account. Some people go on there and they asking right away, can they get this large credit card? They get this card loan. And I was like, well, you asking for all this, how you know you qualify? And don't forget, people have been messing up so much with Navy Federal. So now they on high alert. So that's how you're gonna be able to get in with them. And then once you get in, you can ask for their secure credit card. You can apply online because you're gonna have your online account. You ain't got to talk to nobody. Like when I applied for my accounts, I never talked to anybody. I just did it online. You super excited that we now seeing voice notes on TikTok. Yeah, DMs, total game changer. That do sound good. Thank you for that. When I buy it, is it this physical? So all of these copies is our actual physical copies. So I'll mail them to you. All of them is the actual physical copy. And since we're starting this one on Saturday, where we're working to raise our credit scores 100 points in 30 days, like basically what this was just 30 days. So since that's what we're doing, I'm willing to send you all, like I'm gonna send you all access to the free course. Just say, hey, Keita, can you send me the first 4 days or whatever? I'm not gonna get it in time. Can you send me the days? And I'll go ahead and send you a few of them. All those videos free, if not how much. So when you all buy these books, you all get access to the course. The course is free. The course is free. Y'all just be able to have access to it. Because to be honest with y'all, I'm over this. Like I am so over this. I feel like if I already do this, I already have access. I already recorded it once. This is my second time recording it. And then I'm gonna now record this for 30 days. When I go to law school next year and I start neglecting y'all, because it's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, watch the video. Get the book. Follow along. Act like I'm really there with you on that day. Do the 30 days. It's gonna be no excuse why nobody still got bad credit. Because I'm on to suing now. I'm over all of this stuff. I'm really over it. It says realtor credit though. What is that? You talking about the name? I'm a real estate broker, so that is still my name. If you're talking about me, I'm a real estate broker. So I started off buying my own properties. Then I tried to get other people to buy properties, and I realized people couldn't buy properties because they credit. So I was like, let me help y'all fix y'all credit. And then it started turning into a big thing because I was like, y'all, too many people asking me for help. I just had a baby. I can't help y'all. I'll help y'all on Facebook. That's what it was. And then they was like, once I said that, then everybody asking for help, and I'm on TikTok and everywhere. That's what it was. So that's still my name though, since I am a real estate broker. So you can call them. Yes, you can call them. And the requirement just for a savings account is that you shouldn't it shouldn't be no requirement. You just need to qualify for Navy Federal. I don't think they care about the dishonorable discharge or nothing like that. I don't know. I wouldn't overthink it, y'all. Do this first. Just call them and try that. Say, "Oh, my brother is in the army," you know. But I like the granddad in the Navy because they don't know if he's still here. I don't know where his documents at. Where I'm gonna get it from? Da 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 da. That's why I liked it. That I just came in. How do we raise for to 30 days? So we're going to go over all of the steps on Saturday on how to raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. But let me tell you a quick rundown of what we're going to do. So I got a few more minutes. I'm going to answer all your questions. And I don't have any ebooks. All of the books are actual physical. So I suggest y'all get the bundle down below. So this is what we need to do. All of the negative accounts that's on our credit reports, whether it's collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, foreclosures, all of the negative stuff that's on our credit reports, we need to get that stuff removed, period. Hey, Ace, I didn't even see that. I hope that you're still on here, but I hope that you've been doing good. I kind of been neglecting y'all over there. But I hope that you've been doing good. I've been doing good on my end. I'll be back in January after my classes are done. I'll be fully back, hopefully. But what we need to do is all of the negative accounts that's on your credit reports, we have to get them deleted. So we're gonna work to get all the negative accounts removed from your credit reports. Collections, charge off, bankruptcies, foreclosures, late payments, all of that stuff needs to be removed from your credit reports. We're gonna make sure everybody have 4 credit cards. You need to have 4 credit cards reporting positively. We need to make sure that our utilization is at 5% or below. So we need to keep our balance down on our credit cards. We need to make sure we have at least 2 installment accounts on our credit reports. We're gonna work on removing all of our inquiries. Only I'll say keep 5 max on there. If you can get lower than that, get lower than that. But don't forget to y'all gonna be applying for certain credit cards, or y'all probably gonna have certain credit cards on your credit reports. Y'all can't mess with those inquiries because they may try to remove their account. We want all of our accounts to continuously stay on our credit reports. So if y'all do have accounts on our credit reports y'all haven't been using, I say, hey, make sure that y'all use something on your credit cards. Okay, so that's basically everything that we're going to go over, plus a little bit more sprinkled in there. But that's really the main things, making sure that we doing that 35% of our credit score come down to our payment history. So everything that's negative, it got to go. It has to go. Then our utilization is 30% of our credit score. So we're gonna make sure we got 4 credit cards and we keeping those balance low. Um, but that's basically everything that we're doing. And again, all of the books that's here, they're all physical books. So if you all purchase your books, everybody got a book, you all get access to a free course. You all will have access to the free course, where you have all the downloads and everything that you're gonna need. Okay, you're gonna have everything that you need in there. And then two, while I'm saying to raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days, we start Saturday. This is not no, I'm gonna teach you Saturday. No, we're doing the 30 days together every single day. I'm going live from 7 to 10 o'clock, which I'm kind of late now, but I'm about to get off of here because I need to start sending y'all stuff. But this one is at 7 o'clock, and then I do it again at 8 o'clock. Same information, I just do it twice. And then this is the one that's gonna be at 9 o'clock, okay? So this is the one that's going to be at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to teach each one of them for an hour. And then this one, we already on day 13. We been started this one. Okay, so these are all physical books. Hold on, let me see. I see Unique. I seen your comment earlier too, Unique. I love that you got some stuff going on over there. Okay, so I raised my secure limit to have more money and keep my utilization at the 5 to 10%. That is good. That is good. But don't think about putting extra money on like secure credit cards. Whatever you got on there, that's fine. Don't try to raise it anymore. Just leave it at where it's at right now. You'll be fine. And then just make sure that you have 4. If you do that, you'll be fine. Just make sure you have 4. Don't care about like, oh, I need a $10,000 secure credit card. I need this. I need 1,000. You can just have a $200 secure credit card. Like the ones where I showed y'all that person went from 500s to 700s. I showed y'all the actual results of them. They had the little simple $200 credit card. Okay, so don't overthink it at all. They ain't have no big extravagant card. So they'll be fine. You'll be fine. I got her in the grocery store. I don't know. A lot of these attorneys are not taking the cases. Do they check credit? Yes, they will check your credit. So Navy Federal will check your credit. We need to make sure we making money before we do anything. What do you mean by that? We gotta make money. So this helps your credit or helps you do it. So everything that we're doing now, we're just doing all over what we're talking about now. This is just in your credit in general. It's not towards anything at all. It's just you just get your credit score up. So whenever you want to make any type of move, you want to get a house, you want to get a car, you want to get more credit cards, or you want to do your business credit, whatever it is. All we're doing right now is increasing our credit scores. So right now, I'm just giving y'all awareness that it is such thing as getting your credit score up. That's what this is. This is recent clients where I was able to get their credit scores up 100 points in 30 days. And these are some of my other clients that I put on my actual book, so that's kind of what I was teaching you all how to do. I had a guy had to do it. He teaches everyone how to protect against. Sure, he's been doing it for 39 years. Oh, that is really good. So that's basically what we're going over. But again, y'all, I gotta send y'all the link. I gotta give y'all access to the course. So when you buy these books, I'm gonna make sure that they get sent out tomorrow. And when you buy these books, you get access to the course. We actually start this right here. We start this on Saturday. So be prepared, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If y'all have any questions, make sure y'all DM me, and I will definitely be here for you all. And then too, I think I have like some coupons up here too. I thought I had like some $5 coupons. So make sure that y'all use these things. Okay, send it to me for sure. Or just send me the name because I don't know if you can send like what you just said. I can't even say that word myself, but you know what you're talking about. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, definitely send me the information. I learn from everybody. That's how I learned. I definitely love to learn more. He did it for 39 years. I'm not even 39 years old. I'm not even 39 years old. But I really want to get under an attorney. When I had went to Japan, I had a epiphany that I need to be under a very experienced attorney. And I really want to, but it's just hard to find them. Are the coupons up there? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So if you put more money on a secure credit card, it will help with the money ratio, right? Yes, it would help with the basically your utilization is what you're referring to. But guess what? Why do you have utilization problems in the first place? Is the problem that you got other credit cards that have a balance? Because then the money that you put on that secure credit card, you just might as well just go pay off the other credit cards because you got overall utilization too. So you got overall utilization. So it could technically help, but I feel like if you're gonna put more money on that credit card, you might as well just go pay off whatever credit card you try to offset your utilization with, or just pay down the credit card that got that utilization. But I'm gonna teach all about utilization so that you'll understand exactly what I'm referring to. Oh, thank you so much, Casey. Yes, instead of 200, give 1,000. Yeah, but I feel like if you give 1,000, you've been better off spreading that money off. Like if you're gonna give 1,000, you need credit cards, you might as well just get four secure credit cards. Like you can get you a Navy Federal secure credit card for 200 because you know in about 6 months it's gonna turn into 2,000. Then you can put another 200 on Discover that's gonna turn it to $1,800. Then you can put another 200 on Capital One that probably only turn into 500 or 1,000. And then you put the other $200 on any other secure credit card that's out there that you want to just get it, that you just want to get in general. So that's how I would look at it as. And then if you got high utilization, you need to put that money on just paying down the credit card. That's why you got high utilization. Don't try to offset it in no other way. Kind of like a lot of people think, oh, to raise the credit score, I'm just gonna go ahead and just add me some credit cards. And I'm like, because that's gonna make my credit score go up. And I be trying to tell them that, okay, you can do that, but the reason why your credit score is not going up as much as you want, because you still, no matter what, still got these collections, still have the charger, you still got all these different things, that you need to get removed. So I'm trying to build a few duplexes for my children. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. $1,000 now. I'm looking at Okay, let's message me too so I can know more about it. I don't like the Chime credit card. I might have to get it to try it out because sometimes I talk crap about it, but I see it on people credit reports, or I have a client that said, "Oh, I got the Chime Kita," and then I look and I'm like, "Your credit didn't even go up." I just, and then I don't like how it actually worked, you know. I hit a lot of stumbling blocks. It's okay. The thing is that you just keep going. That's one thing I realized in life. We're gonna always have some type of problems, but all of our problems is solutions. Like think about it. I had problems for a while. I had a landlord try to sue me, and then I sued them back. I did a counterclaim, and I got $2,000 from it. But guess what? Now I know okay how to be able to sue. I went through domestic violence in the past. How to get an attorney for that. So now I knew how to tackle that type of situation. I knew how to get out of that situation. I had to go through a divorce. Now I know how divorce court go, and now I know how to be able to talk to other people about don't do this, don't do that. Had collections get added to my credit reports. Now I had to sue them, but now I know how to sue in court. I think about all these different things that we thought is just horrible as it taught us something. So now we got to be able to teach it to other people. Like that's how I look at it as honestly. Like I want y'all to know I've been through a lot too, and now I just use it for the greater good to like teach y'all. Like I had some women like call me like, "Kid, I'm going through this, this, and that." I'm like, "Thank you for reminding me not to get married again." Things, different things like that. But to be honest, we go through so many things, and we think we're the only ones going through it. All you got to do is just get out of whatever situation you in and keep it pushing. The problem is we cannot stay in something that we know is breaking us. If you know something is breaking you or hurting you or whatever the case may be, we got to get out of that ASAP. You know, that's the problem. Was helping them with their personal lives and for it was neglecting mine. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We have to just focus on you. Like you know how much you can be able to bear, but don't get to the point where you like I see a lot of people in my family and they did it young in their 20s and 30s where they just don't care no more. They have no ambition to change nothing. It is what it is. They got that mentality and it's like I just pray for the rest of my life, no matter what happened to me, because I understand stuff gonna happen. I just pray that I never let it keep me down. Period. If I could just have that, like I may stumble for a little bit. I realize too when I get in my moods where I let it affect me for a little while, but like I hope that it never just make me say forget everything. Like you know what I mean? Like, oh well, I guess this is my way of life. Like them right here. What if they said, well, my credit score is just in the 400s. I'm just never gonna do anything. It's just what it is. Like I just hope I never be like that. If I could just always keep it pushing, I would be happy about that. But I realize the biggest thing to help you keep it pushing is whatever it is that is damaging you, you have to get from around it. Period. You have to. If you don't, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay stuck. Whatever it is, like you said, you helping pouring into everybody else's lives. I don't care who it is. Like if you're going through stuff, even when it comes down to your kids, even if they're small, if you cannot help yourself, you can't help nobody else. That is true. I know that as a personal thing. So yeah, just think about it as something positive and just keep it going. Until you play too much, Casey, it's over. It's over. It's over. I can't do it no more. I've been banned from it. But seriously though, don't let none of this stuff keep y'all down. And that's why I want to come here live because some people too, like when I was at certain times too, you're welcome. So certain times I was going through certain things and I just didn't have nobody to go through it with me. Like I couldn't do nothing. And I'm like, what the heck to do? And I just start pouring into like listening to like Les Brown, Jim Rohn, and I just start figuring out what I need to do to get my life together. And I just literally put myself in a cage and mentally where I was like, this is all I'm gonna do. That's probably why I know how to lock in like this, where it's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go live for 3 hours every single day for the rest of this year. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to be here. Probably that's why I know how to lock in so much because I always had to be like that all my life, even since I was a little kid. So that's why I try to tell people stuff don't happen. The biggest thing is that we don't let it stop us and that we continue to push ourselves forward. So like one thing I like to do to make sure no matter how stuck I am, I try to set little things up in my life. On my birthday, before I think I'm gonna celebrate myself, do this to do that, I gotta do something to push myself forward. Something to push myself forward. I haven't figured out that thing yet on what I'm gonna do, but it got to be something like it got to be a big push forward too. Like whether it's like Oh, I know what it is. I haven't scheduled my LSAT test. I got to do my LSAT. I need to schedule my test and I need to put that money down on my LSAT training. That's what my thing gonna be. I need to get ready for law school. I haven't did my LSAT yet. And my professor told me no matter what my LSAT is, shoot, I'm gonna get the same amount as everybody else. So it ain't nothing special. That's what she was telling me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I need to put my money down on my training for my LSAT and I need to start training. I need somebody to teach me what I need to learn so I can get a good score for when I go to law school. Like that's what it is. That's the thing I need to do. But I always do something that I know I need to do. I've been procrastinated about or something that will push me forward. And y'all know I need to go to law school. I'm going to law school. I ain't do all this for nothing. So yeah, I gotta do it. We are black men, never leave our children. Um, that's sad for you to say, but and that's like black people in general. You know, I had that same mentality before, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be like that. So I was like, when I first started getting into real estate, my whole thing was this. But I just realized when I went through something like in my ex-husband and stuff like that, it literally just broke me. But I had certain plans. You know, you want to do certain things. And I'm just being honest with y'all. I just don't care anymore. This stuff is so old. Like, you know what I mean? And you never know who is gonna help. I had plans was like, oh, I want to buy this or I want to buy that. I had a plan on I want to have 100 properties. I want to do this. I want to do, and I had everything going for myself to be able to do it. I still do. But during the time, I was like, okay, let me get my first property. And then the next year, I bought four more properties. I was like, I want to make sure I have a property for each of my kids. I want to make sure that these are the properties I can be able to give to them. You know, I had all of these plans, but just because you got plans and it don't work out, don't mean you can't never pick yourself up and try again. But I had to basically fight for these same properties because we was in a community property state and he wanted to take it from me. Didn't even know the address to the property. It was just a sad situation. So that's why you just got to be careful. Once you live and you learn and you're not in the ground, like I really changed how I think about a lot of stuff because like my brother literally just died last year of cancer and we talking about it really do make me sad. But like I'm not dead. You know what I mean? Like I can keep going. And he stayed around. Like when I seen the stuff that he was going through, we don't need to complain about nothing. Like we're talking to each other right now. Like we're breathing, like nothing. So that's why I'm saying I don't care what you got to go through. Like you got to just push through it, write your plans down, and just start checking it off. And that's why I say too, with this right here, you ain't even got to figure out what you got to do to fix your credit. It told you that you need to remove your inquiries today. Remove your inquiries. You know how we like tell our kids, you got to do this, this, and that. We got the freedom to say, oh, we don't want to do that today. But if it was our kids or something, we'd be like, no, you got to do this today. Or if we was in school, your homework is due today. You got to just do it today. You don't have the option to say you're gonna do it later. That's how I want y'all to feel about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want y'all to think, okay, I got to do this today. Don't try to push it off. That's the only way we're gonna have changes in our life. And that's why I was rushing through school to get so I can go to law school because I already knew that, this is what I needed to do. Yeah, we definitely got to leave a legacy, but we can't just be saying we want to leave a legacy. We got to really put stuff down and do it. You have to with their business projects and school. Well, that means you got experience. That's all that means. You got experience. And if you help them too, you can help everybody else. Look how I'm helping y'all only because I messed up my credit so many times. Now I'm a professional. That's sad to say, but it's true. It's true. I messed up my credit. Like now I know how to do it. Like I know how to do it. Now I can teach y'all how to do it. And now I went to court so many times, I could teach y'all how to sue. We teach y'all how to get some money from these companies, we got to we have to think about all of our problems. We need to write it down so we don't forget where we came from. So David Goggins called it the cookie jar. So David Goggins called it the cookie jar. He talked about how you think about all of this tough stuff that you went through that you finally got through it. Hey, Indigo, so you talk about you put out these different things and the things. So whenever you feel down, like, oh, this has happened to me, I say like the woe is me mentality, like, oh, you start getting that crybabiness. You just look and say, oh, I did get through this. Oh, I did do that. I did do this. And then you just look on the other side of, okay, these are all my goals. If I did this, I can do this. If I went through this, I can go through that. So that's just the thing that we're going to have to start doing. And then we got to be our own cheerleader. So my uncle was my biggest biggest cheerleader, like telling me, "Oh, you can do this or you can do that," but he's not here anymore. You know, my oldest is an attorney, the oldest girl has her master, the youngest two has great determination. Well, that's good. That means you did a lot. And that don't mean you still can't put stuff to the side for them. You know, you can still do everything you need to do. But unless you and I hope this ain't true, but unless you in a hospital bed right now talking to me, we got plenty of time to get this stuff done. Write this stuff down, y'all. Just that's all I say. Write it down and let's get it done. But let me get off of here, y'all, because I said by 10:30 I was gonna see y'all the links. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all books. We're gonna start, and I'm telling y'all, we're gonna write our goals down or what we want to accomplish, and that's all I want us to focus on is accomplish our goals. Period. I know we're gonna have stuff that come up, but if y'all knew y'all was supposed to meet with me on Saturday and y'all didn't meet with me on Saturday, Sunday morning, you need to figure out what we did Saturday and get it done Sunday morning. That's the mentality I want us to have, okay? Yes, that is true. That is very true. And that's what I do. And so much of my life been changing so much. I mean, very, very fast. Like if I show y'all my goals, like I'm telling you, I hit most of my goals. Like only thing I didn't hit was I was supposed to been doing my LSAT testing. But once you told me, I was thinking, oh, if I do my LSAT, I get a good score. I'm not gonna have to pay for law school. And she was like, oh no, Keita, it don't matter what it is. Like everybody gonna have to pay something for law school. So don't be focusing too much. You need to focus on having the first good year. And I'm like, what? That's what it is. I was so salty. So I haven't studied for that. So I usually go live from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the rest of this year. So 7 to 10. So I do this book right here, which is we're on day 13. So we're gonna do day 14 tomorrow. So I do this one at 7. Then I repeat it, do it again at 8, because that's two different classes. And then I do this one right here at 9 p.m. But we officially starting this on Saturday. So we officially starting this on Saturday. And this right here, when I teach you all like how I was able to sue and stuff like that. This one right here, this is the one that I basically sprinkle into both of them, and I'm a fully teach it the last day of each class. So the one that says 7 and the one that says 7 and 8 o'clock right here, this is 75 days. So our last day is New Year's Eve because the goal was we got to go into the new year with our stuff on another level. Yes, you'll be able to do it. And if you got any other books, you have the recordings, you have all of them. So you have all the recordings and you have the free course with all of the documents. So you don't have to watch me right when I'm live. You'll be able to watch everything, you know. Because some people can't catch me at this time. They with their kids, they sleep, or whatever the case may be. They just watch the recordings, they have questions, message me like, what was you saying about this thing? And then they continue to go on with what they're doing. But this one is going to go until December 31st. And then this one right here is going to go until this is November 1st to the 30th because every single day we're doing these things. It's not like I'm just talking like right now. I just did everything. I talked about everything I need to talk about. So I was just answering questions. So this one is from the 1st to the 30th and then again to December 1st to the 30th. So I was just answering questions after I give y'all the lesson or what we got to go over. Sometimes we don't have enough time because there's so much I have to teach. Like this gonna be so much I have to teach. I just don't know how I'm gonna answer questions in here properly. It's gonna be so much that I have to teach. I might have to just answer it in between. But after I do that, then I go ahead and answer all the questions that you guys have. We can just kick it. What y'all got going on? What do y'all need help with? Do y'all need a special letter? Are y'all having this problem? Do y'all need to get that credit card? Do you need to see where this at? That's at? What problem are you working with? That's kind of what the questions are about. But I'm gonna really get off of here, you all. But I really want us to for real write our goals down, and I don't want us to make no type of excuses. Seriously, I want us to get everything done that we got to get done. Period, and like make no excuses about it. Because guess what? If we don't fix it, it's gonna be the same thing next year. And then it's gonna get to a point where we're gonna get so settled into having these problems, we never gonna fix it. And that's gonna be even worse. Okay. So I would definitely see you all later. I'll see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. For all the people that got their books, I'm gonna make sure I send y'all the link right now so y'all have access. I'm seeing y'all the course so y'all can have access. Okay. I'll see everybody later on. Okay. Yes, and I'm giving accountability right here. I'm not gonna play. I'm just like, yeah, I need y'all to be y'all been accountable to me too. Like, Keita, you need to learn this. Then like somebody told me I need to put a book together about arbitration. Somebody told me I need to put a book about I need to put a book together about landlords and suing. I was like, maybe I should, because I have done that before. I have done it before. I haven't done an arbitration, but I have something going on right now that's basically arbitration. So after I get done with that, I'm gonna make sure I put that book together because y'all holding me accountable. Because why not? If we need to know, we need to know, you know. But I will see you all later. Bye bye. Have a great night. All right, y'all. So we are officially done. Don't forget, so TikTok do not like for me to tell y'all that y'all can get y'all books for Amazon, but they are definitely more cheaper on TikTok. They are. But you guys can definitely get your books from Amazon. And then this is the recording that I'm using for the course. So hopefully I'm keeping up with keeping this thing organized in terms of flipping the screens and things like that. But yeah, somebody said, wait, can you get a high limit credit card when you already maxed out your other credit cards? Yes, you can, but sometimes they don't want to give you the credit card. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to probably have to get some of those credit cards that you really don't want to use or that can give you a high limit, like get a Lowe's credit card, get some of the Synchrony Bank, like a Care credit card, get you a Home Depot card, get some of them credit cards, or like an Alpheon that's for like if people want to get like some medical stuff done, get those credit cards because they'll give you a high limit. Even if you don't have the best of credit, because then that's going to lower your overall utilization, which should raise your credit score. So when you go and apply for some of these credit cards that can possibly do like a 0% APR, like Discover or any other credit card, true is your credit score should be higher. So then they should be able to try to help you get that credit card. Okay. So that's what I would suggest for you. But definitely let me know if you have any questions. You can continue to comment on the video because I'm going to make sure I make the videos for these questions. I'm going to make the videos tomorrow. So I will definitely see you all later on. You all have a great night. Oh wait, let me copy the link first before I do this. Just to make sure I add it into the course. So copy the link address. All right, bye bye everybody.